the old lady that Will was stealing his Wi-Fi from caught on. She has nixed it from him. And so you got me today, but welcome to the viewer game, our West Marches game, the Shoals of Borygarg. So, as the format for this goes, we have two of our cast who will be here for every, or hopefully mostly every show, but everyone else, they kind of rotate in and out. So you always get a new crew, partially new crew. And with that being said, we will start off with, let's introduce who you are, what your character is, race, class, all that stuff, and just a little bit about that character. Begin with Chelsea, Little Red Dot.
Yeah. I'm me. I'm Little Red Dot. I'm excited to be joining the cast of Encounter for these crazy Thursday viewer games. I will be playing a crotchety old, very, very old human druid who is a pirate. He's been on the open seas for most of his life. His name's mostly there Malone because he has ongoing short-term memory loss.
Thank you very much, and I'm ready for all of this. Next up, our other regular for the show, we have Sophie. Tell us a little bit about you, who you are, who your character is, and all of this fun stuff.
So I've been on Encounter previously, quite a while back now. I've moved house. But I'm playing Isla McNimson.
Say that again.
And Isla.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, it's in the Roll20.
Yeah. Nice.
And she is the daughter of a jewel thief. When I was making this name, I didn't really think about the surname McNomeson. Gnome daughter doesn't really go though, so
it flows in its own fine way.
Yeah.
It's not horrible.
It's true. But yeah, no, she's a jewel thief and she's a rogue, and yeah.
So she's going to get everybody in trouble. Gotcha.
Yeah, accidentally, but
it's having sticky fingers on the rogues.
Yeah.
So one of our viewers today, someone who has been here a couple of times for some shows, Tex. Let's hear about your character, race, class, mostly so I can write it down too, but for the viewers as well. So
you guys probably see the double barbarians, not on purpose. Limited information led all I knew is that there was the druid and the rogue, so I was like, oh, I need a front man. So just in the last hour just kind of made up the barbarian. I have a dragonborn barbarian, Zavir, and he is a dragonborn, silver dragonborn that was captured and beaten and turned into a barbarian monster. So that's what he is.
Oh wow. All of a sudden I feel inadequate compared to you.
Just living up to the barbarian name, you know?
Yeah.
What did you roll, Avery? A dragonborn capturer who beats them?
Yes.
Right.
So my name is Will Avery. I've been in the Twitch chat for a couple of weeks now. I'm running a high elf barbarian named Tavern. Tavern being the only non-magic user in a long line of arcane maesters and sorcerers and that sort of stuff. Very well-known arcane family. He, being the only one without any magical talent, decided to pick up a great axe and never put it down, and casts spells like Power Word Great Axe and Power Word Hand Axe.
Nice.
I am ready for all of this. So we have Sophie playing Isla, Chelsea playing Malone, Tex playing Severe, and William playing Theron. Or Will.
Yeah, either or. I'm not too.
I'll call you William because there's this Will who kind of pokes his head in every now and then on the show.
I mean the imposter.
Yeah, I don't want to get. He's that other Will.
The other Will.
There's even
he can be Will A and he can be Will 1. So
yes,
we don't get confused. All right, so now blurry effect to get into the mood. Shoals of Borygarg. We begin along a beach. Regular kind of beach, very medieval beach. But on this beach, there is a little tavern, because what better way, unoriginal way, to begin your D&D adventure with something on a tavern. And here is a little picture of what it looks like.
Nice.
Because I'm going to prep for this viewer game.
I'm going to say that artistry is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That is
Whoever
probably
drew
one of the
that?
best taverns.
Thank
That
you,
is an
thank you.
amazing tavern.
It's so tall. I just love tall taverns on tall land. And
It
while
kinda
we're at
reminds-
it, yeah, go for it.
It kind of reminds me of the Swamp Castle from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
It's just a
yeah.
model.
Just a model. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a model. And there's just don't look on the other side of it, then you'll see all the boards holding it up. Well, of course, the boards are holding it up. It's a
All
damn,
the boards
it's a
holding
damn wood tavern. I mean, dude, I mean that's not stupid. Okay, guys, got 2 hours 40 minutes to go of this. Okay, so you come across this seashore social, as it's called, because I love to make things hard to say. And let's see, I'm getting okay there. I was getting some feedback. Thank you. In chat, it is time for a viewer decision because I was informed
God.
by Will 1 that we can start off with a viewer decision. So your viewer decision,
Son of a-
chat, is what crazy event is going to happen in this tavern once the party becomes established and whatnot. So that is your viewer decision. And Will 1 has all kinds of crazy new special effects apparently for these viewer decisions, which I'm
Yeah.
ready to see go into play. So with that being said, Sophie,
Hello.
why is your character coming to this seaside
Oof.
tavern?
Let's think. She's probably wanting a holiday, to be quite honest. I mean, it's seaside.
Okay.
She is a forest gnome. This is not her natural environment. I just realized, really. But hey ho, we're gonna go with it. This is a crazy game anyway. So
Okay.
yeah, she's probably going there for a holiday. She's probably gonna have a few drinks, steal a few purses, that kind of thing.
Like you do. Like, I mean, you got to buy them somehow, so you buy them with other people's money. How does your character look like as she approaches this tavern, or as she throws the door open, or however she approaches? Tell us how this appearance is, so we can paint a picture to these viewers.
Oh, I imagine she's walking up to the door. Then suddenly the door just slams open and there's no one there. And then you pan down and you see this tiny little gnome. And she's got hands on her hips, like, yes, I'm here. I'm gonna have a drink. And yeah, she strides up to the bar. She's got nice auburn coloured hair. And yeah, she's quite a drinker, so she's gonna go for quite a big pint of beer.
Okay, I approve.
Yeah, even though I don't like beer, there you go.
hey, it's the character.
Mhm.
Do what your character would do. Chelsea, tell us about Malone and how, what he's doing here.
Yeah.
Why, what he looks like, kind of how he acts to help paint more of this picture.
Yeah. Well, Malone at this point, not really knowing where he is most days because of his short-term memory loss, just hops from tavern to tavern. And so, he'll pick up on a boat, probably help some people out, do his pirating. And then when they land on shore, he gets lost and ends up at a tavern. It's like the one single thing that always seems to fit this life. So he may have just randomly happened upon this tavern. He could have been there for days and still doesn't know he's been there for days. So I would say he's probably been perched up in a corner somewhere. He carries a walking stick, kind of like a cane, but really more like gnarled sea, wood. And he's probably either passed out, leaning on it, or is hunched over the bar, kind of hanging out, waiting on somebody to notice him to get another drink.
So by now he's become furniture.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
nice.
It's actually his day job, being furniture.
Being furniture, being a set piece. He's the mascot now.
Yeah.
Tex, tell us about Severe. What would bring Severe to this seaside tavern? The seashore social. 5 times fast, say that.
I mean, in all honesty, he'd probably just be there for food and drink.
Mm.
That's pretty much. And in maybe a bar fight, if the chance is worth it.
Oh, don't you give these viewers any ideas. Unless you are ready for them to answer this idea.
I'm used to starting off with Wild Magic Surge and for everyone, so it's this.
Yeah.
Well, we got
Tex,
2 barbarians in the fight.
Same my first Earp rodeo.
Tex, me versus you, mate. Barbarian
Oh.
versus barbarian.
Ooh.
Arm wrestle, high elf versus dragonborn.
Ooh. Okay, well, I know you're a silver dragonborn, but what else appearance-wise? How does he look?
He doesn't wear any armor, and his scales are very much like they've got lots of scars and scratches all over them. Very well worn and beaten. They're not as shiny, kind of shimmery as they once were.
It's a little
people
tarnished.
The people that captured them thought they could get money off of his scales, like that it was actual silver. So yeah, he's not a very happy camper. But he's definitely a short-tempered or hot-headed kind of person. So appearance-wise, yeah, he looks like a brute, just a big hulking silver dragon. Maybe he would be pretty in some circles if he was dolled up correctly, but he looks like he's been through a lot. Like he crash landed on the earth or something, kind of things.
Dang. So he would definitely get into the salty spittoon from the SpongeBob episode. I like it. Next up, final on our list, Will A. As Tavern.
Darren probably just he's a wanderer. So even though being a noble, he's got all the shit in life he probably want. He's just wandering from town to town, getting into bar fights, finding things to kill, just drinking. Pretty much he's the high elven equivalent of a dwarf. And he'll probably just be rocking up at the Seashore Social for drinks, looking for more work, getting a few fights, a few tests of strength. His long kind of blonde hair is kind of neat, but he just wearing what is the equivalent of looks like rags, just from not caring.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got an intelligence of 7.
That's the best kind of intelligence to have when you just do that.
That's
dumb
lower than
intelligence guy.
mine.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Yay.
Malone, what was yours?
My what?
Intelligence.
It's at about a 15. He's a
Oh,
relatively
okay.
intelligent fellow.
That's
He's actually
average.
more wise than he is intelligent.
Okay. I thought maybe he drank too much to where he was at the point of. Because if everyone had dumped intelligence, this is going to be a wonderful game.
That would be fantastic.
No, he can pull it out, but he just doesn't remember a whole lot.
Okay. All right. So, as these 4 kind of approach in their own different ways, the Seashore Social itself, as you all approach, you do notice the general raucous of a typical tavern. Smoke billows out of the chimney on top. It's a bit of a sunset, as you can see by the wonderful semi-gradient, not really trick of the eye shading. And outside are parked several, horses and or ox or whatever you gather around. Even maybe a valet too, some little kid. He's ready to take your reins. But you notice off to the side where it does meet the ocean, there's a little pier with some tiki torches. And out on this pier seems to be another bar, because swimming up to back and forth from the pier are several merfolk who seem to be coming up here and partaking in these drinks as well. Some of them even hop up onto the pier, kind of slither inside to a bit, but it seems to be, like this place was built to kind of allow the 2 sides to merge. Land dwellers, sea dwellers, whoever needs a drink, come up and have one. And so as you go in there, you'll say there's the bartender, a old dwarven woman who, let's see who probably approaches. Well, I start off with Malone's. So you feel Malone a little poke in your ribs, like
Hey, what? Those are tender. What do you want?
The customers need to sit down there, eh? She kind of gestures to this tiny little gnome.
Well, I'm an elder. What do you mean they need to sit down?
What I'm saying there is your tabs went up a little bit, and we have new money coming in. So if you can just scoot a little bit,
Just
okay, drape yourself on a curtain or something.
So Malone like hobbles off of the bar stool, catches himself on his little cane, and like watches this happen, a little offended even maybe that he as the elder has been turned down, and kind of looks around to see if there's another seat in the bar or tavern.
Okay. As Malone is kind of fuddling around, our silver dragonborn, Severe, you like bump into somebody, and you turn Severe to see a high elf who's fairly burly like you. It seems y'all both maybe bumped. A drink might have been spilt, so to say, if that's a direction we might want to take. How does he react to this intrusion, mayhaps?
Hey, watch yourself. Move it here. Oh, I haven't seen you before, and especially your type. What's got you here?
And Theron, that was you were the high elf that I wanted to slip into this altercation.
It's good to me.
Darren? Yeah, I'm just here traveling, getting a drink, finding work, that sort of thing.
Caravan work? Been there, done that.
Anything that needs killing, really.
Oh! Headhunter. Wasn't expecting that. All right, well, you need a beer?
My good man, would you like a beer?
Oh, I got one.
Oh.
Do y'all say it at the same time? Like,
that's perfect if we do. Like, that's totally perfect. Like, it totally fits this whole low ints thing going on here. So.
Does Malone hear this interaction?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it's kind of muffled. They're probably like standing right in front of your table that you might have moved
Dodgers,
to.
Huh?
Malone goes, I'll take a beer. I'll take a beer if you're offering.
Yeah, you guys see this little drunk ass old human with missing teeth, begging you for some beer.
Finest ale for this one.
My eyes aren't what it used to be, but
Is it a gnome?
Skeleton? What?
I'm a healthy man. You're just particularly large in human size.
Thanks.
So you said ale. You ordered me an ale. I'm gonna have to hang around you guys more often.
Why not? Over to our booth.
I like you already. What'd you say your name was? I got a bad noggin. I don't remember well.
Theron Evan, Spain.
Sure. All right. And big boy over there, you got a name?
Yeah. They call me Severe.
Severe. Like severe? Severe? Like it's a severe situation?
Sure.
DM.
Like
Yes.
I'd like to take 20 gold out of my pouch and slam it down onto the bar table and say I want to buy a round of ale for every individual in this tavern.
Okay, so the slam of kabam, bam, bam kind of rings out, and everyone hears this. This is that selective drunk hearing that all of you seem to have, and some heads turn to you. You even see outside the door some little mermaid heads kind of poke in.
Yeah, it's the typical bar scene where anyone's getting free drinks. It's all eyes are attention.
Oh yeah, so you kind of almost have to brace yourself, and it seems the only real open booth at the moment now is one where this little gnome is sitting, because there's about to be a bum rush towards the bar. I'm talking about these salty old folks, some non-humans. You got mer folks slithering on the floor, hopping back and forth to each other, throwing the water up so they can slime up easier. And just to, because damn it, if you didn't just entice, it's like throwing a chunk of meat out there to the wolves. Um,
I'm okay with this.
yes. And as they start to just rush you, they're all you're such a bad elf after all, because high elves are always snooty, and to see him being just kind of giving with his money, that's just unseen. And what happens is you feel a creak as everyone rushes one end of the Seashore Social. And I'm going to need dexterity saves
Oh my god,
from
already?
every single one of you.
Lord.
And if you don't like that, you can thank the viewers.
So I'm guessing I'm pressing this little dice icon on Roll20.
Or press to, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, sweet.
yeah.
So
Or you can, or there's a command as well you can do, like /roll,
yeah,
and then
sweet.
space, and then type 1d20.
I'm sorry, I'm new.
It's okay. It happens. It's the viewer. Trust me. Trust me. This is fine. This is great.
Yeah. Every time I play on Roll20, I fail to get my character sheet right, so I always end up rolling the dice.
Feels about right.
All right,
type a
1d20
little-
plus 4.
Yes, and just put a / in front of it. Boom. All right. So we got ourselves a 13 on our drunk old man. We have a 3 on our silver barbarian. Although I will allow the don't you get an advantage bonus as a barbarian, kind of like an uncanny dodge?
I think I
Okay,
do.
I'll allow
I
that.
think it's danger sense.
It is.
Danger
It's it is called Danger Sense.
Yeah.
It's on second level. You get it on advantage on dex saving throws for anything I can see.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
this is
we
really
can't
something you
see
can
this.
see. No.
So this doesn't count.
Yes. So as, of course, the most dexterous one in this group is the drunk old man, because he's used to stumbling and being on uneven ground his whole life.
Yeah.
It's just natural.
It's his sea legs, man.
Yeah, it's sea legs, and you feel just and you see it's like in the first Ice Age movie when Scrat's trying to shove that acorn into the snow and the ice, and he gets it cracked into the ice, and the little crack just like so. You see that go all the way up this tavern, all the way up to the kind of the very top, and then all the way across the floor. And everyone but Malone feel yourselves drop through the floor with about half of the rest of the bars. So,
Oh.
Malone, how
Yep.
do you dodge this sudden cave-in at the Seashore Social?
Well, he's he's got his kind of cane staff, and then alas, he feels the floor rocking, and he swings around his cane, kind of pivots around his cane, legs are flying the whole 9 yards, and hops to safety off to one of the sides, and says, "Boy, don't slam your coin down so hard, you're breaking the floor."
As if to kind of
Yeah.
a response as your little Wile E. Coyote moment.
Yeah.
Is there one of those from Tavern?
It's more of this like a sudden and quite loud splash.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I rolled a
Ooh,
9.
yeah.
I guess I'm fail.
That is true. Yes, everyone but Malone. So what happens, you
Yeah.
guys, is there is the cracking, and you even hear the dirt around you begin to crumble as the three of you plus half of the bar collapse down into the water. But the water's dropping too. Everything's seeping into the corners of the into the cracks of the dirt, as though a tunnel has been dug beneath this tavern, and your exact slam of the gold piece has triggered this collapse. Now, this isn't a Disney World water slide kind of ride or a Six Flags kind of water slide ride. This is old ass crusty summer waves on the east coast of Brunswick kind of water slide that you're gonna get tetanus when you're done. It's covered in dirt. It's nasty.
I don't get any of these references whatsoever.
That's all you need to know. Is Summer Waves is a really cheap water theme park somewhere near me.
it's the bastard child of
Yeah.
any normal water park.
Social
And as you just start tunneling
my
down
God.
this tunnel, and just this water's throwing you here and there, Malone, you feel on your shoulder a kind of like a little wooden stick, like kind of touch you on the shoulder in this chaos.
Malone,
And
can you turn around and see what it is?
you come face to face with another grizzled old sea fellow, one you have not seen before. And he looks like this.
Oh, about like me.
Yeah, about like you.
Minus,
If you were a
he only
merfolk.
have one leg.
He has a peg fin for a merfolk.
Okay.
Because he's of course like that, and he just looks at you deep, like it's like the crazy meets the crazy eyes meet the crazy eyes.
I'm gonna give him my craziest eye back. I'm like, did you touch me with your fin?
He kind of like looks at you and says, we have to go get him. There's people in danger because of the evil.
What evil?
Don't you know? There's a bunch of those stinky, dumb dirt dwarves that live under this tavern. They've dug up beneath us. We have to go save them.
Dirt dwarves. I hate me some dirt dwarves.
Dirt dwarves, I hate them too.
Well,
Because they're dirtier than me.
Well, they ain't dirtier than me. What are we gonna do? What you expect me to do about it? And he rummages through his pockets and he's like, I got rope and booze.
Rope and what? Booze?
Booze. That's it. That's all I got.
He grabs the booze and drinks it. Okay, now we'll just
that was all
rope.
my booze.
And he says, we gotta dive down there with him now. Come on! And you see him hobble into the hole with a safe bin.
Jesus. Malone, he like straightens himself up as much as his little body can, and he takes a big old deep breath and like very beautifully for an old crinkled man dives plunk into the water.
Crinkled?
He's a little crinkly old man.
I've never heard that description, but I like it.
I like to imagine there's just like sparkles as he dives in.
Oh yeah, there you go. And all of you guys who kind of got lost in the tumble and are bumping heads to everybody, I need you now to give me a strength save, because if you don't beat, let's say, a 12, you might take some damage in this crumbly
I can
pile.
do strength saves.
We're about to find out.
Hmm.
You get a strength save from everyone except for Malone as you dive down with this raggedy old merfolk.
Damn it.
That's a really good question.
What's the command?
If you don't know the command, you can click on, if you have a character sheet in Roll20, you can just click on the strength.
This is going to go so
safety.
badly.
If you don't, then
Oh, no, it's not.
yeah, you
Oh,
can just
good.
backslash roll, and then you can just type it manually.
It's like that is my worst save, so...
Hey, well,
Roll.
\roll and then space 1d20 plus or minus whatever your modifier is. And you can use this little bit of code. Wrong slash. Did I give you tell you the wrong slash?
Forward slash, not
Forward slash.
or
I don't
question
know
mark.
these things.
A slash.
Come on,
The
teacher.
normal looking ones.
I don't teach people how to slash. Okay.
Hey,
You're a DM. That's your.
Yeah. Okay, 19. Yeah, okay. So you do quite well. Tex, did you give a roll?
Give me.
Strength save.
That's not gonna be a problem. Hopefully.
Yeah, I was about to say strength for you guys.
Okay. Damn,
Wow,
24.
yeah.
Okay. On the 16, Isla is
No.
definitely she's been able to shove the rock off of her as she tumbles down with it. But
Okay.
since Severe and Theron rolled so highly, I want to hear from each of you a very masculine, just beautiful way that you have maybe saved about 10 people from getting crushed on the way down with the most 80s action music possible. Take it away for me, Severe.
Dun, 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 Highway to danger zone. He just kind of like, well, he starts falling and he's got his beer in his hand, just kind of like just sitting there falling for a second, and then oh shit, and then like starts just like jumping from like off of walls and like tables and falling down, just like grabbing people and like putting him on his back. He's just kind of like piling them on his back, trying to save people during this fall down before he has to do like one of those cool like stand there, like, and then he's still holding his beer mug, and even if he's just got a little bit left, just kind of, just drink it.
Pinky out or no pinky out?
I don't know.
I don't know. What does that even mean?
He's a dragonborn, sure.
Okay. All right, Theron. There's a silver dragonborn who is showing off on how good he is at saving people tumbling forth in a mess that you may have helped create. How are you?
I would like to take my great axe, Helga, and slam it into the earth, or whatever I can, like on the side of what I'm guessing is a cliff. Yes. Slam it in and like get a handhold, and just like try and catch as many people as I come down, and this like kind of form like a monkey chain.
Okay. Oh, nice. So as Malone tumbles down with this old briny captain, you see like a little chain of people start to clink, 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 come up, and then this silver dragonborn. It's like he's just got this music playing out of his pockets as he just flexes and drinks and maybe tosses more people into this chain until finally you skid, Malone, with Isla. Or is Isla or Isla? I can't remember.
I pronounce it Isla.
Okay, Isla. I'm going to write it phonetically.
I think that's how it's pronounced, but I'm not sure.
E-Y-E.
I mean, if it's meant to be like the actress, then yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking Confessions of a Shopaholic, I've got to be honest.
Just let Ram butcher it like Steve Harvey. It's all good.
Yeah, happens, man. I'll just butcher the whole thing. Like Steve Harvey, you said?
A dog.
Even though he wasn't the one that butchered the name, he did a really good job screwing up the contest by reading out the wrong name.
Viewer decisions. How many people viewer decisions say? Blah blah blah. I don't know. Family Feud moment. You kind of slide to the bottom, Isla and Malone, and you probably bumped into each other along the way. But you turn around, Malone, and you see. It's almost like you didn't need that rope because there is now a strong, like, chain made of people holding hands. We are the world fashion, leading all the way from the bottom of this cave in to the top. But simultaneously, this cavern hole that this dumped you into is filling up with water. And all four of you can tell this, even those of you towards the top. Because, of course, it's just the ocean coming in. I mean, it's not going to really run out. And as you look up, you hear the old merfolk captain just kind of growling, "Dirt dwarves!" And in front of you are these dark gray-skinned dwarven characters with mining picks, some axes of their own, and they look very confused, almost as, "What are you doing in our home?" And they look ready for a scrap.
Malone takes a moment and looks up at, I'm guessing, our two barbarians at the top that are pulling people out.
Yes, we'll say one of them is helping hold the chain. The other one is tossing people to the chain.
It's tossing people out. And I look at him and go, "You better move faster. These dirt dwarves is here with a mission." And I look at the one next to me and I was like, "You ready for a fight, little one?" Talking to Isla. Yeah, you ready?
But I was like,
no. Down, you ready for a fight?
Yeah, I can take him. I can be scrappy.
Can you swim?
No, but I have someone that can help me with that, so that's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
It's about a knee deep, but for Isla, it's probably up to her chest.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Malone. Oh no, please go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say. With that being said, 4 of these dwarves. They're Dwerger. If you would know what they are. Behind them, you see kind of an underground little town, and like I said, they're aggressive. They look like they're not happy with having accidentally maybe dug a hole into the side of the ocean, but they also look even more unhappy that there are now people that know where they are. And 4 of them draw weapons, and you feel it is time to roll a bit of initiative.
Okay.
From everybody.
So what's initiative?
It's gonna be your dexterity modifier plus a d20.
So what's the command?
I just type it /roll. I do that roll for everything.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything on, you don't have a character sheet uploaded yet.
Can you guys see my roll? Because it's saying it.
Yeah, I see your roll.
Okay.
It's do you want to know what it is?
What is it? I can see. I know I can see it. I just wanted to know. Like it says, like you can't send a result or something.
Oh, that's because if you click, I think if you like click initiative without selecting something else,
Okay.
it does like a weird, it's a weird thing. But we got them all up. So at the top of our initiative, we have Malone with a 15, followed by Theron with a 12, followed by, let's see, you have a +1 to your modifier there, Tex, so I'll give you the next one. You'll be going 3rd, Severe. I'll be going 4th, and at the bottom of the initiative ladder, we have Isla. So like I said, you have some water up to knee deep. 2 of you guys are close to the fight, 2 of you are a little further away from the fight. So we start off at the top with Malone. What goes down as these dirt dwarves check you in the face?
Malone takes his one crippled hand and touches himself on the nose and casts water walk on himself.
Oh,
So he actually bing, and floats to the top of the rising water. And as he does so, he looks at him and goes, "Take that, you hole digging dwarves! You can't sink me!"
They look very offended by
They
what
should.
you say to them. That is your action.
Yep.
And movement, I'm assuming, as well. So next we have, that's right, Theron. You look down the hole. You see there's about to be a fight going on down there with this older fella who you probably had a good time with.
So how many people have got dangling from my leg right now?
We'll say you have about 22.
Oh wow. Okay. That's a lot of
They're all,
people.
oh my god, blah, blah.
Alright. I'm gonna take a hand axe
Okay.
and just kind of slam it underneath me between my legs so that the person beneath me can hang on to it.
All right.
And then I'm going to. Is it a free action just to remove Helga from the cliffside? Or would that be an action?
I think I'd give it a give me an athletics check, and I'll let that decide for you. And Helga was the name of your ex, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking, there's no Helga playing this game.
I mean, it's a bit cliched, but that's got to happen occasionally.
Yeah, we're a fantasy RPG player, so you get those cliches. Okay, yeah, 17. Yeah, you churn it from the dirt, and there's like a guitar riff, and as one of the this woman 3 down, just, oh my god, it's so beautiful. As you stand pose, Conan Barbarian style.
Yes.
You are now free, and the people are chained off to the side.
All right. I would like to rage as a bonus action.
Well done.
And I would like to. There's water beneath me, yeah?
Yeah, there's like a constant flow of water going down and filling it up.
How deep would it be?
Ooh, I'd say since it is flowing very fast, but also from the ocean, I'd say it's about 1.5 feet deep.
Okay, that's not as deep as I was hoping, but that's okay.
Well, it is kind of puddling up in some places. You know how
Yeah.
it'll build almost like rapids.
All right, I'm just going to climb down using my movement, I guess, down the line of people.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of help hoist you down as well.
Yeah. So
by-
it's 40 feet of movement. I might get down there
Oh, yeah,
eventually.
you're down there. Yeah, that 40 feet of movement, going down, using people that and so some are merfolk, so they're kind of like like slimy fishy, so they help you slide down quicker. And you Fred Flintstone your way down to the bottom, like you would on back of Dino, and you have an action as we say you land next to a rather surprised dwerger.
Okay, I'm going to reckless attack.
Nice.
Great weapon master with 2 attacks.
Go for it.
So how do I roll with an advantage here?
Just roll. Just make 2 rolls,
Yeah.
and just take the highest.
Sweet.
Okay.
So -5 off that is an 11, and
Oh,
nice.
damn. Yeah.
natty
Okay.
20.
Not 20. Yeah. Roll that damage. And for any damage that doesn't use the D20, just put D6, D8, D12, and you can put a 2D12 to count for that extra D12 from the damage roll.
I don't have brutal critical yet. That's okay.
Just regular critical.
Yeah. So that's 1d12 plus 7. So 2d12 plus 7 plus 10. Holy crap.
I can't
Sorry,
wait to
man.
see this damage.
Yeah. Where's the plus 10 come from?
Great weapon master.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
man.
plus 10 or plus 2?
So yeah, because at 4th level it would be an ability score, but you could also do the feat. So he did the feat with great
Oh,
weapon.
damn. So you just like stack. Yeah.
So what happens is I take a -5 to hit,
Oh,
but then I
that's
get
right.
a plus 10 to...
Exactly.
To
Right.
damage.
Now, okay, because I was
Yeah.
wondering where the -5 came from, but perfectly understand. Okay,
Sorry, man.
that's okay. Just roll that again, and that'll be your 2d12s.
And... so...
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
So,
I did that right, yeah? I mathed.
Yeah. How does it die?
How does it die?
It's quick Ned Stark style. Just clean off.
All right. Boom. So the dwarger's head like severs from his body, and like a creepy gray Santa Claus head, it just rolls back into the. Oh, I got the little red. Never
Me
mind.
too.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Okay,
Yeah.
make sure it wasn't just me.
Okay, good. We're on it.
Yeah.
Very fun.
It rolls into the back, and you see it just kind of disappear beneath the water as the body sort of twitches a little bit and then rolls back, splashing into a puddle of death. After Therin, we have Severe. You just saw this guy do a pretty cool move.
And I guess I'm gonna drop whatever I'm holding here. And then
It's a person.
so how many guys we have left?
3 left.
3 left.
There's conveniently 1 for each of you.
Are they separate or are they in a group?
They're kind of in a group. We'll say that they are teamed up, maybe within 10 feet of each other, as
Right.
they start to surround Malone and the grimy old merfolk a bit.
Since I just went jumping around in a free fall, might as well just run up and use my great axe to
Okay.
have some fun. So I'm just gonna go up. Well, man, I wish I could just do unarmed attacks. That'd be more fun, right?
You're just afraid you ain't gonna roll as much damage with your great axe as the other barbarian.
No, I have great weapon master too. I don't like the redundancy. Like I like mixing it up. So, I'd like to go in and without roll. Like I'd like to rage through.
Okay.
But and then just instead of just try to swing through one of them at least. And we'll see what happens if I can clean him straight through.
Go for it.
All right, Where's my sheet? There's my sheet. All right.
Damn.
Holy
Is that
no
another
doubt.
natural?
Oh, look,
Yeah.
and that's 20.
How to just? Yeah, the guitar riffs are through the roof.
Man, that
give-
80s music really helps.
Yeah, give me that that
Kenny
that
Loggins,
damage.
man.
Kenny Loggins, yeah.
Oh my god, man. Between the barbarians today, it's like
I know.
Okay, so 15 plus what? What else gets out of that 15? The 10, right?
Yeah. With the
Okay,
great
and
weapon
then
blast.
rage plus 2, so plus 12 to that. How does this die as well?
Getting massacred.
Tell me, Tex, how you end him.
Just gonna unfortunately my beard's now on the ground because I'm dual wielding, or I'm two-handed this, but I'm just gonna like cleave him from shoulder to hip, just straight through.
Well done. Yeah. You see, like as the first head rolls back, the next torso just slinks into the side, and these remaining two dwargers seem a little worse for wear.
I'm gonna belch right after it falls.
Yeah, it's like you see like the hair on their beards just back as you like it's like they get ready for like a breath weapon, but oh no, it's just
Yeah, there's like a little bit of like steam, like the coldness like coming off of the beard. Like,
yeah. So with that being, it is now their turn. They seem that a little bit of the pep in their step has gone away, so they kind of look to each other, look to the two barbarians with the big fat axes, and you see them both do like a Japanese anime kind of
oh, and since I have an extra attack, I'm just gonna hold it and wait for the rest of the party to like step in, and if they fail, I'd like to hit, but I'll just hold it if I can.
Okay. Yeah, almost like a delay. I think you have to delay the whole action. You can't just delay part of an action. But
No, so then screw it.
yeah, do you have like
Just let them fight. Let them fight.
Let them fight. You kicked their asses enough already. Damn, Tex, what all do you want to do? You see them
Blood.
kind of do the little pose, and slowly they begin to grow until they are now both taking up a large space. So they are now both towering over you with these great big war hammers in their hand. And it's like, they have this look on their face. Does anyone speak Undercommon?
I do not.
No.
Okay, so you hear nothing but like as they mumble back and forth in their own language. Although actually, I think according to Chris Perkins on the one broadcast, Undercommon is French, because that's what the drow
Yes,
speak.
it is.
So whatever French people say. I don't.
Where's Will?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour,
Voilà.
baguette.
Baguette at the tower.
Yeah.
Do you have a license for your minky? Hamburger.
And tipping off the end of this initiative roll,
Spectre
Isla,
goes
you
down.
see, as if people weren't tall enough already, these two guys are now quite tall. And but fortunately, you have two burly fellows with some axes that seem to do a well enough job. And what does she do as the water slowly approaches her shoulders?
Wow, I picked a bad race, maybe.
No, gnomes are the best.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna drown at this rate. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit unorthodox. Can I scale them and like stab them with my daggers?
Ooh, give me how do you want to scale? Do you want to distract them to do so, or like?
No, I'm just gonna
outmaneuver
run
them?
and jump and
Gonna
like.
tickle them as she goes up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me an
Yeah, they're
athletics
gonna be
check.
like
Or
floating
athletics
around and.
or acrobatics, whichever one you want to take. Because
Um,
they're kind of caught up in their bragging. They're or because that's how
I'll go
archaic
for
speak French.
acrobatics because. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, it's not
Ooh.
too great. Yay.
Okay. Yeah. You get like you get that good swim going. You get up to about like their knee, And then you just feel like this backhand kind of catch you on the side and bonjour les amis, and kind of like knock you over into the water. That was your movement. You still have an action as you kind of skip like a stone.
Okay, as I'm like flying backwards, like skimming the water surface, can I get my crossbow out and just go?
Oh yeah, you can do like a real badass kind of matrix.
Yeah.
Because it keeps bouncing you up so you don't fall into the water yet. You
Yeah.
fire off the crossbow bolt.
I'm like a skipping stone. Okay, let's go for that then. Did that not work? Oh no. Don't think I set it up properly. Great.
We're enough of
You're
professionals.
doing
so
better than
quick.
the noob that literally has to. How do I do this
Yeah, I
every time?
kind of set this up really quickly, and yeah, I clicked on it, but it's not rolling.
Okay.
That's
you
really
can
fun.
just use the manual code if you need to.
Cool. Now, 1, 2, 6. Oh wait, now it's come up. Okay.
Okay.
There it goes.
On a 12, yeah, you. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, because I clicked it about 3 times, so you're just gonna get like 3 rolls now, guys.
Okay. Well, the first roll was a 12, so on
Yeah,
that
that's
12, you see a. Well, do rogues get 2 attacks? I believe you do. Level 5.
Offhand
Yes.
attack.
Offhand, yeah.
Okay. Well, a crossbow I think has
Yep,
to reload
yep.
anyways.
Okay, I pressed it like
So,
4 times.
You see the bolt kind of, and hit the Dwarger on his like shin guard, and it doesn't really seem to phase him. He kind of looks down at it. It's toothpick sized, and he's not even paying you any mind really. To be quite honest, there are these 2 axe people, and this Jesus walking old man who's up on top of the water, who seem to be a bit of a threat. They want those higher rolls to be a threat, for you to be a threat to you there.
Yeah,
Sophie.
look at them. They're right there.
I know, but the
God
first
damn
one
it.
was a 12.
I know.
Rolling away all them goodies.
Oh, look,
Top-
it just keeps going. I don't know what's going on.
it slowly goes up. Yeah.
Well, this is interesting.
Hey, well,
Earthquakes, man.
That's right, man. These damn digging dwarves, dirt dwarves. Malone, it is your turn on the initiative roll. You are now above the water, and it has risen up a bit more. Were you still in the water, it'd be up to your chest. But Miss Isla, it is up to your chin.
Oh. Malone looks at one of the now oversized dwarves and casts vicious mockery on him and says,
Oh,
Learn to pick on people your own size. You can't fool me. You're still a tiny little man.
and
they have to make a save,
casts vicious
correct?
mockery.
What kind of save do they have to make before they get the feelings hurt?
I was about to say, you're going to get a wisdom save.
Okay, they get no bonuses, so it is just straight up. It says rolling the dice. It's taking its time.
Oh, okay. That
Was
might
was
be
it was
why.
that doing it with you as well, Sophie?
No, it just
Yeah.
wasn't showing up at all. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was. It looks like there's a little bit of a delay.
Maybe I can roll like some IRL dice. Let's see.
What,
Oh, no.
real dice? No
Real
way.
dice? Who plays with real? Oh, there we. Oh, that's
Yeah,
your
it
Yes.
takes a long time.
So that would be the damage if you didn't pass the
I didn't-
wisdom.
Oh man, they cannot take this 3 damage. They cannot take that 3 psychic damage. Oh, 7. So on a 7, his feelings are hurt.
Good.
Um,
He deserves it.
There's like this big tear that falls out of his eye and it raises the water level another inch or so. But on a failed save, I know he takes the 3 damage. But he gets a disadvantage on his next attack roll or an advantage against him?
Yes, I believe he gets a. Let me double check that, but I think, and he gets disadvantage on the next attack roll.
All right, so we got the sad hurt dwarf, hurt feelings.
Yeah. Mhm.
Theron, you've just seen this dwarf just like throw. He's not throwing shades; he's throwing eclipses, and they are working. This dwarger is just so distraught. What will you do?
I think he needs to be, he needs to get his ego in check, and I'm going to take down the mean-looking Duragar.
Oh, okay, the one who has not been feelings hurted.
No, I'm going to destroy the one whose feelings have been hurt.
Oh, go for it!
Yes.
So,
Kick them all down
Reckless, Great Weapon Master.
in the face.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Are the rolls taking a Julian years again still?
Yes, only slightly.
Damn.
Yeah, they've just got a little delay.
It's okay. While this like
Oh,
Okay,
there we go.
on a 7. Okay, on a 7.
Do I get advantage of reckless attack?
You do. That is correct. Give me that other
Yes.
roll. Okay,
Oh,
that's a little better. A little better. So yeah,
Okay.
on a 22, you definitely meet contact. Feel free to roll that damage, and describe me how your attack just smacks this man all over the face hole.
Over the face hole. Okay.
Well, he's about to have one.
I don't
Or
know.
none at all.
Yeah, or no face at all.
It's either one or the other.
So all right, Arya,
Sorry, I'm
start
just
chopping
making
off
sure I've got
faces.
the right. 17. Guess I'm using Helga. That's right. Cool.
Best barbarian, the best fighters name their weapons. In all
Ah,
honesty.
exactly.
20. Damn. Yeah, you don't kill him. But-
Okay, I've got my second attack.
Yes, that's right, you do.
Okay.
Just has this much left. $21. That will hit. Give me some damage
Okay.
on that.
I feel like I need some like montage music here or something.
Probably do.
Do-do-do-do.
Swinging his axe in the face. 27. Okay, how does he no longer exist?
I'm going to take his legs out.
Well done. So yeah, you chop his legs out, and you hear the old merfolk captain just laughing at the fact that he's now not the only one without legs, and he's now like eye level with you because he took his legs out, and he's just
There's another one, isn't there?
yes, there's another one.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm going to go up to that other one using my movement. I'm going to use my bonus action to frenzied rage,
oh.
Okay.
and I'm going to stop there
Okay. So you run.
because I don't think I can attack with.
No, I don't believe
I
so.
think it's a
You've already-
bonus action to frenzied rage.
Yes, I believe if you've already did your attacks, I don't
Yeah.
believe that you have another attack, unless
No,
something is.
yeah, that's only when I frenzied rage I get the bonus action attack. I think.
Okay, then I believe you can do that. Then if you said you did frenzy rage.
Yes, I will go into a frenzied rage and I'll use my bonus action.
Go
attack.
for it.
Sweet. I will also take a level of exhaustion afterwards.
Oh,
So Great Weapon Master, Reckless Attack.
okay. There's reckless attack though, so you get advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. All right. On an 11 though, it's like after the third giant dwarf gets hacked up by an axe, the last dwarf kind of figures out what's up, and he goes to meet your attack with like the shaft of his hammer and catches you like so, and you have that nice little stare down.
So he gets advantage on all his attacks against me for the next round.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
With that being said, Severe, you see there's like a little clash between each other of axe versus hammer versus other nasty things.
Versus other
Nasty things.
nasty little things. Just kind of laugh like, oh, more. And then I'm gonna go over and swing away, as one would say.
I do have seen Signs by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm glad that I now know what. I'm glad that there's differentiating between the barbarians now, because I went totem and he went
Okay.
Zerk, which is good.
Hey, there was once a video game where it was 6 bards. So
Skageth wants to do that,
So-
and
so
I
tiny
don't
band.
want to be in it. So
yeah, it was like the family band. Insane,
I mean-
straight rolled out.
I was a bard once. It was fun on ERP. I made a lot of people fall asleep, so I can imagine like all those bards doing weird things. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over and swing away. That's what I would like to do.
Get him. On a 16 will hit on the money.
All right.
Ooh.
13 slash damage. Okay, yeah, you put a decent sized chop.
Yeah, and that's without the Great Weapon Master. I'm just gonna swing at him, and then I'll swing again with a separate attack.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, I'll say that that is a hit. Okay, 5, but you get a Great Weapon Master bonus to it. You said.
I think I had to do Great Weapon Master on the first attack.
Oh, on the first one. Okay, so 13 damage and then 5 damage. Is your rage included in both of those, or
yes.
does that be added? Okay, so you do a total of 18 damage to him. He feels it. He feels it. He feels it a little bit.
So it's like 18 plus 4.
18.
Yeah. 22, right?
22. Oh, 20. Total. Okay.
Because
so,
the rage gets plus 2 to damage.
Okay, yeah. I thought when you said it was included in it, that it was included in it on the.
Oh no, like it's not included. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I meant like it's not. I don't have it included in the macros.
Okay, thank you. So a 22 damage dealt to it total will not kill it, but he is still up. It is now my turn, and you see him just covered in blood. He's hacked all to pieces. He's eyeing both of these guys up in his face. Doesn't like it, but because I get advantage against Tavern, and I want to hurt something. I want to hurt something today. I want to hit somebody.
Yeah, and then and forewarning, I have the totem of the bear, but instead of bear, I'm doing rock, like because you can like change the
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, just
yeah. So I have really good. I'm resistant to everything but psychic damage. So.
okay. So
I'm going tanky. He's going damage. That's
okay,
basically-
there you go. So
Yeah.
you're the shield. He's the sword. Just like duct tape each other together, and just rock it.
I mean,
Lots of super glue. Lots of super glue.
Hey, if chat donates enough money, we can make that happen. And you're gonna do it, damn it. So for Theron, you get a 15 swung at you. Does that hit?
that does not.
Okay, well there's an advantage. Aha! 9 does not hit either. Damn. So yeah, he's so. Oh, I am tired of missing all these people. And he swings the hammer. You dodge. There's a big sploosh in the water as you see the hammer come down. And oh god, is Finbar here? Oh god. Sorry.
Don't worry, he's not
chat.
watching at all. It's fine.
Sorry, who's
Until there's a rooster that pops in the back of her screen.
Yeah. Oh my god, the jugger cock. Okay, sorry.
I've
Sidetrack.
knocked over that cock one too many times. Let me tell you that.
So you see the splash of water as he misses, and the little old merfolk kind of go ooh as he failed, and bottoming got her initiative roll. It is Isla's turn. What does she do as the water has reached up to her neck?
Well, this is a predicament.
Mm-hmm.
Can I climb on someone's shoulders? I'm not even joking here.
Yeah. If it's a friendly, I'll let you climb on their shoulders.
Can I climb on mostly their Malone's shoulder?
Yes, because that's
yeah.
Yeah, okay, you come on over here, little man. Little person, you come right on over here.
They're roughly the same size of a human now, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, he's so hunched over. He's probably up to her height, anyways. Oh, you're on top of the water, so.
Yeah, I'm on top of the water, so I offer you my cane and I pull you close.
Just like clamber up, on your shoulders. Okay, all right, I've got my crossbow. It's probably, the recoil is probably going to send me flying, but hey ho. Okay, try that again.
Chicken fights are next.
Right, so do I have to roll anything for that, Ram? Or?
Yes, not to climb. No,
Okay.
Well, it's a funny image. I want it to stay.
I want it to be there.
If you entertain me enough, then you don't have to do a roll.
Roll for cool.
Okay.
I'm imagining like a Yoda Luke situation right now.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Except that the Yoda is taller than the Luke and,
yeah.
and drunk.
I'm drunk as shit.
Okay, so she's probably going to fire her crossbow and just kind of fall back into the water.
Right. Let's get that roll.
Hey, no.
14 will not hit.
Oh.
She's trying so hard, damn it.
I did my best.
She's going to have to grab onto Malone's feet above the water, help me.
Yeah. And after Isla's turn, you see that little bolt just fly past. It hits him in his beard, but his beard is just so tough because it's still full of dirt.
Things.
That you just like,
Jesus.
It's so matted. Like there's no way.
Yeah. Like he has a dreadlock beard, and it's like one of those. You like tied around his neck, almost like a gorget. Back to the top, Malone. There's now a little gnome on your head. Shooting.
Yeah.
She fell off.
Did she with the crossbow? Yeah. So Malone, he's kind of wearing more like a tunic type thing, and he like lifts his tunic a little bit and offers like this crickety old veiny leg, and he's like, "Hang on, little one," before he takes action, and he turns to face the remaining dwarf and cast magic missile. He's like, "I'm so done with this shit."
Bam.
And he's gonna cast it at level 2, so we'll get 2 of them. Pew pew.
So with all that, you let fly. You use the force and do the force damage.
I do.
And how do you end this behemoth dwarf?
Malone takes his little crickety hand and he goes, "Take that and that," and casts like 2 little pew pews right out of the tip of his finger, as they hopefully hit him square in the face. Pew pew.
Okay. Thank you very much. And as you finish him off and he flies backwards, we now have a donation from Wolfstrike.
Oh.
Sophie, you get to roll on the Wild Magic Surge table for your character. Because there's just all this thing. They're growing. Malone's casting spells. You can't do anything. And it's but like we'll say like the magical refuge is getting in the water. So give us a D10,000, and I will pull up let's see.
Oh, is that enough
there.
O's?
Yes.
That's enough O's.
I will pull up.
Ooh, that's a high
Whoa.
one.
9886.
Oh,
So,
rolling high. That's dangerous.
Oh.
So, and no one spoil it in chat in case it's something that doesn't come in until later. 9886. Okay. So, the ground within 50 yards swarms with biting insects. So, since you are surrounded by ground, you see, just you hear like, and
No.
little bits of like dirt start to crumble away from the ceiling as you catch these glints of the light beaming in off of these carapaces, as these sort of beetles and other things that I hate that live around me because I live in the swamp.
Oh God, no, that's awful.
Start crawling out of the wall, the ceiling, and you even see billowing up around you in the water, like hordes of ants that seem to have dug up. It seems that just people are things are digging into other things today for some reason. You have Dwerger digging into your damn tavern. You got bugs digging into the dwarf house. Like, what's going to dig into what next?
It's all the fish people. It's the Murloc fall.
There you go. Yeah, you hear like a.
Oh, it's a Murloc.
Yeah, these.
They're just sitting back there bickering while all this is going on.
So this happens, and you hear the little merfolk like, "No, we need to get out of here quick! Get us loose, evil!" As he points up which the train itself has started to go up because people are pulling themselves up some more, and there's water pouring down where the ground is. So it's getting out might be a bit of a hassle unless you come up with some ingenuity. So
I have a technical question. Are the bugs coming from up top or they're coming up from underneath us?
Both.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
It's like the mummy,
Can
It's the mummy with the spirit.
Yeah, so like a dung beetle lands on like your shoulder and probably on Malone because he's the most.
It's like a swarm.
He's the
like
smelliest.
Yeah.
So
There's like a sploosh as little big like grubs and things start landing all around you. As it's like that scene in the Peter Jackson's King Kong, but they're not big bugs; they're little bugs. Yeah.
I have a question for Malone and Isla.
Uh-huh.
How much do Malone and Isla both weigh?
I mean, Malone's like 140 pounds wet. Like,
I have no idea.
Which he is.
which he is wet.
So not that much. Okay, that's all right.
I don't mind much either. I'm
I
a
have a
gnome.
plan. Is there any way I could like throw Isla up to the hand axe I left up there?
God.
Yes, because this entertains me. However, you are not proficient with
Yes,
gnomes,
because-
so you do not get to use your proficiency modifier.
And I
Damn
like
it, why is it efficient?
So I can't use athletics for this?
Yeah. Well, okay, we'll give it an athletics check. How is this going to look? Is this going to be like a javelin, or like throwing a sling, or like a kick? Or are you
kick me?
Yeah.
I'll grab Isla by the scruff of the neck and by the back of the tunic and just hoist them up.
Okay.
This
So-
is like
Hey, Bale mode.
offensive.
And do I still
welcome to
get,
the viewer
like-
games.
Do I get advantage because I'm still raging?
Yes, you will, because you do get advantage on athletics checks. Yeah, you're so mad that you are ready to just chuck this gnome up, and away.
I'm gonna like.
into the wild blue yonder.
I'm gonna end up
Yes.
like in the ceiling. Like my head is gonna be stuck in the ceiling.
Yeah, where all the bugs are.
Oh god.
Cicadas.
So 18 on the first,
Okay.
and I'll take the 18.
17. Okay. So on an 18, yeah, you get like a few good turns around and you boom, whisker up the tunnel. And so you like throw her super fast up and she, bobs into the ceiling, bobs into the ground, doom, 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 like one of those, just bounce back and forth up. And Isla, you do see the axe. Give me an acrobatics check or an athletics check to try and grab the axe.
Oh god. Oh dear.
Oh.
No, I'm tossing.
It's like scrabbling at the wall. Like please.
You
I
reach out.
tried.
You reach out for this axe, and before you grab it, you see this like long insect-like leg come out,
Oh,
And-
no way.
swipe at you as you kind of miss it and go forward a little more. What is your armor class?
I think it's 18.
Oh damn.
Yeah, 18.
So
I'm
then-
sorry, Sophie. I'm so sorry.
I'm so terrorized by bugs today. Like there was a spider at work and I couldn't go in the room. I'm not even joking. I couldn't go in there.
Oh yeah, because I remember spiders aren't really a thing over the other side of the world, are they?
Oh,
Well, not
yeah,
the
but
size
this
that you
was a
get.
Big, this was like that big.
They don't have health
I'm really
bars.
sorry for throwing your character.
It's okay. Don't worry. I'll win.
Yeah, so for you see a, like a little pincer hand come out, swipe at you, and I'm assuming a 22 hits. So I'm afraid you're going to have to take some damage as everything horrible happens to your character this turn. You take 8 slashing damage.
Good.
In addition to that, you take 6 acid damage,
Oh.
and
Oh,
you are
man.
now grappled
I can't do
into
maths,
the.
no.
So you're up this wall,
Team.
but you kind of got snatched out of the air as you feel this bug creature start to pull you
No.
into the hole.
No.
Who wants to do something next?
No. Please save me.
Yeah. We're gonna make it happen. I'm just trying to decide which one's better.
So she's being pulled down into a hole.
Yeah, or like into like the it came out like the side of the wall and like
Yeah.
grabbed and started to.
Can I attempt to talk to it? Would speak
Um,
with animals? Is it considered like a beast?
I mean,
Yeah, I'll let that happen.
Can I talk to it? Okay, Malone's gonna attempt to get it to leave us alone. By offering the corpse bodies of the dwarves instead.
All right.
That I'm hoping are like floating in the top of the water.
Yeah,
So
they're floating heads, floating torsos, floating.
cool. Malone cast speak with animals on himself, and he's like, "Hey, you multi-legged critter, listen up! I got something better to offer you than that tiny little gnome. Come over here and get these meaty bodies of these dwarves. You don't even have to fight."
Persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so bad, gang.
Oh no.
Oh, 18.
Okay. Yeah, you hear
That's
like
not too bad.
a
she almost jinxed herself, but it didn't happen.
Did you say
Oh my god.
meaty bodies?
I said the meatiest kind of dirty dwarven bodies you ever seen, and they're wet.
Did you
They go down smooth.
say wet and dirty?
Wet and dirty.
You hear send it up.
Well, I want my gnome back first.
Please.
You feel a very disheartened kind of almost like a sigh, Isla, as it lets go of you
Oh no.
and you land back into the water.
Punk. Malone picks up the nearest dwarf head and kind of tosses it at whichever one of our barbarians are close to him. And I go, you young whippersnappers, toss him some dead bodies, please.
Toss
Severe,
him
my
dead.
good man, I trust you with this dwarfen head.
Coming right up.
God.
I'll eat anything. I understand. There's a
Yeah.
acquired taste. So I'm just gonna start lobbing limbs, and I got that half torso, and the legs were kind of there, and I like kind of couple both of them together and like twist them,
Okay.
like crunch together and like twist them a little bit. So
Nice.
and then just kind of
Awesome.
and then like the rest of them just gonna like kind of put as many on my shoulders and walk over to the hole and just kind of like shove as much into the hole as possible, and then like try to shove all of it through in one go.
Okay.
'Cause I'm too lazy to keep coming back and forth.
Yeah, so you kind of you managed to work your way up there, and the water makes it kind of rough, but this is entertaining. So, and you start like just shoving dead bodies into this hole, and
Yep.
you see this like you hear like Malone hears a like a as it starts just slurping these all down, and in this existential dread that Isla feels.
Oh god.
This
Still,
seems like
once
an
again-
awful waste of food, but sure,
Whatever.
You do feel, Isla, a little more magical
So goody.
since Wolfstrike wants to use his monthly Twitch sub to Wild Magic Surge you one more time.
Oh yes.
Oh man.
So you
This is
feel like the
10,000
bite might have left something in you.
Not gonna lie, like wild magics are some of my favorite randoms.
Oh yeah.
There we
mean,
go.
one.
It's really low this time.
Let me pull
Whenever I
up-
run IRL campaigns, we always adjust the rules with wild magic sorcerers so that it happens more often.
Oh yeah, but this is a D10,000, so like
Yeah,
Oh,
it's amazing.
What is it?
So the result says caster appears to shrivel like a raisin after each casting. However, we'll say that since this creature did get a good bite off of you,
Oh my god, no.
Yes!
it's kind of like de-juiced you a bit.
mummified.
I'm already like small.
Well, I'm saying, it's like it's kind of like how a Stretch Armstrong works. Don't know if you remember Stretch Armstrong. But, yeah, like pull
What
the
is
air
a
out of
Stretch Armstrong?
Okay, it's like this. It was like this like doll with like some kind of like
Oh god,
stuff
no,
inside
I
of
do
it.
know those.
and
Yeah,
you can
like
like pump the air out to make them get more, lean and wiry. So you feel like you've given a good several pints of blood too much, and
It was made out of like a putty, Will, is what it
It's
was.
like a raisin.
Like a putty, not So
and
I am now a raisin. I'm a raisin gnome.
yeah, you look
Raisin, no.
you look a little older now, maybe a little close more towards Malone's age a bit. Some of this
I'm crinkled.
you
You're
crinkled
crinkled.
people.
I don't.
Oh,
Put it back.
God,
Put it
you
back.
ruined
Put it back. Put it back.
You hear a
Put it
loud coming from that hole, as you then see the big kind of bug kind of stomp out a little bit, and Malone, you can definitely see it's an onkeg. So just think of a giant insect with big claws. Looks like that. No, I did not have one pre-drawn up. I don't have fortune telling abilities. And kind of like a little zergy kind of thing. It steps out. It eyeballs both of you. You see the bulge in its thorax where it's full of dwarf. And you hear Malone. Need ride?
Like all of us?
Yes.
Okay. Malone turns around and looks at he's like, hey, you two big ones and you little raisin, get on the back of it. It's going to give us a ride.
Oh my god.
I'm like 300 pounds. And
I mean, it said it's going to give us a ride.
All right.
It'll be fine.
Can it hold all of us?
If we squish the
You
bug, I'm
strange
happy.
human thing.
Guess I'm just gonna sit on top of him and hope I don't squish it.
Yeah, Malone like hobbles on and like gets settled in.
Imagine like tiny little horse, giant dude is
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
this thing's it's definitely a large-sized creature.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
large
okay.
creature.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's and you hop on it, and you hop on your Bugatti. Yeah, I went there.
Yeah.
A
So-
Bugatti.
Bugatti.
God.
Hey, and because it seems to, it's kind of it's got the longer legs, so it's up above the water a bit more.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And even kind of, and as you see swimming up the little waterfall in front of you is the crotchety old merfolk with peg fin, and the Ankeg just kind of reaches out into the side of the wall and starts to haul you all up. And it's just in time because you definitely see more of the bugs start to clamber out the side of the wall. But like I said, water rushing in, it's rising, things are starting to collapse a little bit, and as it just barely jumps out of the hole at the end, you see this tunnel come collapsing down and filling with mud and water and bits of a tavern, and surrounding you are several people coughing. Some are passed out on the side. There are merfolk helping wherever they can. And you hear some screams. You know, there are a few as this giant.
Can I grab my hand axe?
Yes.
Cool.
You got a hand axe
in the
back.
wall.
That is true.
I'm
yes.
sorry. You've got to have priorities in life.
Very, very true.
Gotta remember Helga.
And you have to just look badass with all your weapons as you come surging out of like a hole in the ground on the back of a giant Ankeg. So there you stand on the back of this mounted beast. Everyone is staring at you very, 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 very terrified.
Malone says, well, now all you folks don't worry. We got this bug situation under control.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. It's probably me. I'm just gonna
Oh.
step back a little.
Just gonna Malone mutters under his breath, I didn't even get my damn beer.
Is there any remains of the bar left?
The seaside area of the bar is still there. So it's like a deck, but the deck's not on anything.
That's
So
Oh.
there's still that little bit of a bar.
Is there a keg of beer anywhere? Like an
Yeah, you see this this
Wait a
keg.
minute. I'll go check.
You see the Ankeg has like a keg of beer on its neck, like those little Saint Bernards that carry like the whiskey around with them.
Oh yeah.
No, not really. It would be
Oh.
entertaining though. But you hear I guess Malone more food as it eyeballs other people.
You can't eat these folk. They gotta be dead folk. But you can't kill them.
It gets excited.
Sorry, Mr. Bug. Do you have a name there, Critter? Mr. Critter?
Yeah. Dirt face.
Doing some animal handling right now.
Dirtface. Yeah. Mr. Dirtface, we're gonna find you some more food, but I need to converse with my team back here to see where it is we're headed.
Okay. You see its little carapace wings kind of to cover you guys up to give you a little bit of privacy. And
That's
while you
cute.
hear like a bunch of like people all kind of scared, followed by the occasional evil from from the old merfolk guy who I'm definitely not plagiarizing Mermaid Man to create.
Wait, didn't we leave him down there?
No, he came up.
No, he came up.
He crawled out with his single peg fin.
Yeah, the peg fin. It helps.
So Malone leans in real close, and you guys get the smell of like,
He's probably like stuck in my tail somewhere. Or, like,
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
like, he's like hiding underneath a scale. That I'm like, I got
Ew.
this itch. Like, oh,
Yeah. So I lean in and I go, so here's the deal. This bug here's gonna start eating people if we don't get it moving. Does anybody have a place we're headed? Because I sure enough don't remember the hell I was doing before I got here.
You see a peg leg kind of shove underneath the carapace and hearty adventurers as he scampers up on the back.
It's Peggy.
Peggy, I'm not Peggy. I'm Captain Brinebeard.
The weirdest parrot I've ever had.
well, Captain, I've been looking for myself a captain. What the hell am I doing here on the back of this bug? We're ready to go.
Well, you see, I've been meaning to set off into the wild blue ocean to help with my discovery, but I can't go out there alone. It's dangerous. But I've seen the four of you at work, and your friend, and he points to the big bug. Mayhaps I have myself a bit of a job for you to do.
Do we get paid for this here job? I don't work for free.
Yes, no, I don't work for free either.
He says, I've got something better than money for you. I have the place where you can obtain all the riches you'd ever want. For you see, my ship was stolen from me. My crew, and everything he says is with mutinied, evil. They stole the maiden's barnacle from me. My greatest ship ever. Because they thought I was crazy, I say. Crazy.
Wait a minute. They took your ship from you and they put it in bondage?
Eh?
What?
They captured your ship and took it away and put it away.
No, they sailed the seas with it because they thought I was crazy. Because I wanted to find, and he leans in, the Shoals of Borygarg. Title drop.
Womp womp.
So what if
Drop title scene.
Well, now I'll tell you, I'm a faithful here pirate, and I don't stand by no damn mutiny.
I don't stand at all.
I can say that. I turned to the other, the three of us, like still huddled in the wings of this bug, and I'm like, well, I don't know about you folk, but I ain't got shit to do. I'd like me to find me some treasure.
I mean, paid is always good.
Is there meat involved?
Just give me some jewels. Any jewels?
We'll find you some meat. What kind of meat you like?
Find meat?
Not you, dirtface. We're gonna find you some meat too. Just hold your little horses.
I'm totally gonna become friends with this bug now. This is great. I'm totally down. It's gonna be like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo, best of friends.
Best of friends.
It's like how would you do like a? No, I can't do it. There's no way to do that.
Yeah, there's no way to do a Scooby sound for a bug yet.
Yeah. So, this place you're talking about, where is it? Why can't you find it?
You haven't heard of the Shoals of Borygarg? Title drop.
I've heard of it, but the damn idiots that from my past were trying to find this stupid thing. It's just legend. You're gonna just kill yourself.
Borygarg isn't a legend. Borygarg is legendary. He says.
And like I make him have flashbacks right now.
Yeah, like flashback, like he starts having like that PTSD kind of stuff. And he begins to spin a tale. Borygarg is the Kraken of the deep, one of the fiercest sea monsters to ever roam these waters. Everywhere it goes, destruction lays before it, unless it is corralled. Borygarg is old. He leans in. Like me.
Like
And
me?
him. And her. He points to the agents.
And like my chest, like it's my chest.
Yeah.
Like she pokes it.
He points to Sophie because she's wrinkled now.
Yeah, because she's
He says, the Kraken of the deep, Borygarg. Destruction lays in its path, but like many weapons, it can be wielded. And he pulls it like you there's a picture of the creature itself.
Oh,
Why has he got a shirt on?
It's
What?
it's a shell,
oh.
sir.
He's allowed to wear clothes, damn it.
Yeah. Maybe he's self-conscious.
That's why they don't body shame him.
Nobody shame him. Nobody shame the Kraken.
No
Nobody shame
shaming.
nobody shame the CR24 monster. That's not a good idea.
You sure he's full Kraken? Looks a little dragonborn.
There's nothing dragon about him, except he be dragging you down to the depths to drown you.
Oh.
However,
Zing.
his like thing, he goes up like one frilly webbed finger. The thing with Borygarg is being old in his age. He must hibernate after a couple years worth of ne'er-do-wellingness, where it will then sleep for several decades. And then, through its slumber, through its breathing of the air bubbles, several merfolk like me, and them, and him, he points to the random merfolk around, and the Triton people, and the Scold dwarves, have learned to build an underwater sanctuary using Borygarg's own given off air bubbles to help landlubbers like yourselves find a bastion beneath the waves.
All right.
I seek this place because I believe I can find information on my long-lost maiden's barnacle. But I cannot get there alone. It's dangerous for an old man like me. But for you, adventure awaits down there. And it's convenient for the progression of the plot.
That there's
Well.
progression.
Yeah. Well, now I don't know how you guys feel, but secondhand air, undersea treasure, and a maiden's barnacle sounds like a good Saturday night to me.
I
So you'll
mean,
come?
That last sentence, the made his barnacle being a Saturday night for you. I'm just like,
What kind of sound notes do you have in there, Malone?
The
don't worry
best
about
kind.
you.
The best kind. Well, you can count this old soul in, and he holds up his one hand and says, "Count me in."
Good. And you? He points over. It goes over to Isla, like up in your face. Old woman.
Oh my god. Oh, I really hope this wears off. Yeah, I'm in, so long as there's some jewels, and I get, like, my youthful face back.
Oh, down there on the ocean floor, wreckage and plunder is easy to obtain. You will have plenty of jewels in your future. Jewels, evil. He has one eye.
Oh god.
And it looks like we have a viewer decision.
Oh snap!
Ooh.
Oh snap!
Hot damn.
Your VD for today, guys.
Just today.
Give me.
No VD for Will. Only
VD.
Will. Ghost Will
Give
gets
me-
me.
no, don't hurt the will.
When
Yeah.
there's a will, there's a way.
More like anchors away. Huh?
How
No.
many will puns can we get in?
We probably already used them all in
I mean,
regular
I'm
encounter
willing if
role-playing
anyone else is
games.
willing.
The last time there was a boat involved with me in a game or near a game was a space adventure and sirens. So let's just
Your viewer decision
Give them
is
ideas.
What
Oh my God.
underwater menace is going to inconvenient them? Let's just say that. Give me some bad guys, chat.
Oh god.
Give me some bad guys.
TPK. TPK.
No, not just like they all die.
Oh, please on this episode. I've already experienced like one of those almost.
Okay.
Oh god.
So he goes back in your face. Old woman, what say you to setting out across the salty waves, down into the depths to get the plunder under the sea?
I've got nothing better to do. I'm on
Good.
holiday.
I like someone with a bit of apathy who has nothing to do. You shiny silver tarnish man. He hobbles over to Severe. What say you to adventure beneath the seas?
Sure. For the progression of the plot. And,
For the progression of the plot.
I'm just gonna grab like some random dude's beer and like lift it up and then take a drink.
Oh man.
Hi, that's my beer.
Hey man, that's mine.
Hi.
Hey, you can't do that back.
I'm just
Mr.
gonna
Bell.
elbow him like shut
Oh
up.
shit! I thought you were nice. He runs up to Theron. And you, angry axe swinger number 2, how about setting sail over the seas in your weird bird contraption, that we may venture forth and fetch many doubloons?
On my honor as an Ebon's Bane, I shall adventure you upon this quest.
Wow, he'll really jack you up. Damn, I'm excited.
God, that was so beautiful. I love the way that sounded. That sounded so damn pretty to me.
And when I do this, I pull out my alchemy jug
Ooh.
and I summon 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Oh man.
That mayonnaise. I love it.
I'm a Miracle Whip fan myself, but
I
okay.
want to know what we're doing with 2 gallons of mayo.
Spell components.
All right, Grog.
How do you think they cast grease?
I mean, we could have used that in the damn hole, man. I put all my freaking elbow grease into pushing those dead bodies.
There you go. Mayo. Can't go bad though. So you see Captain Brinebeard. He how do you start this thing? And he starts slapping his little peg fin.
Hey,
on
don't
the
hit
deck.
my bug. Don't be nice to old dirt face here.
I'm sorry, I forgot you're the captain.
You're
You're the captain of the
you gotta stroke it nicely. Don't hit it.
I'm good at that.
So Malone leans down to old Dirtface and goes, "Hey, Dirtface, do you swim or do you fly?"
You hear Dirtface. I swim.
Oh, well, hot damn.
You swim?
I swim like I float like a buoy. Literally.
They swim?
Do you guys swim? I asked the group.
Because if they not swim, they drown.
Old Dirtface got the point here. He says you're gonna drown if you can't swim.
I mean, if anyone just wants to put their things in my convenient bag of holding.
I don't think I'll fit.
You can try. You can always try.
I mean,
I wouldn't be able to breathe anyways.
yeah, bad idea. Well, he just wants to make sure you're all safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can swim.
Everybody can at least a doggy paddle.
Yeah, I've got a cloak.
Can't hold breath.
Okay.
I got a cloak.
I can hold breaths. Who else holds breaths?
Yeah.
How big are your lungs there, big boy?
I've never really tried.
They need lungs?
They need them.
Dirtface got lungs.
Their face has, okay,
And-
yeah.
And you see these like 2 kind of air sacs just underneath him.
Whoa!
These little like tubes poke out the side of them.
What the
So bizarre.
Breathe from me.
He's saying to suck his air. You gotta put the tube to your face hole and suck his air.
I'm just gonna grab one and stick it to my nose and just kind of do a snort, like just like.
It smells like really dirty ass oxygen.
Oh, it's all musty and.
Yeah, like it can't breathe in the water, but what it does, it forms like a big
Smells
like
like
air
last night's
pouch.
curry.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, man, this is a freaking like all multi-tool. Like this is
Yeah.
like we're gonna have to
Malone-
nickname him MacGyver.
He has a cloak of the man ray, and so Malone just tosses his hood up,
Okay.
up and over, so he can breathe under the waters.
Oh yeah, like Roller says, it's locker room air. This is like
Locker room.
gym sock air.
And like I look down at my like great axe, like where the hell did they get this magic crap?
Would you like some mayonnaise?
When the frick do we get ice cream?
Best line of that whole movie.
That really was.
I know what you're talking about. I get the reference.
You're welcome.
So yeah, you see little bug kind of pop out his little breathy tubes for anyone who needs to breathe from
Tubes.
him.
That's the best explanation, really.
Well, now, Mr. Dirtface, I'd say between your musty air holes and our cloaks, we are ready to submerge ourselves.
Okay. You see Dirtface kind of, good to know. And Captain Brinebeard, he kind of swims out in front with like a very, just follow me. He like he can't really like fan his peg to go. They can like twirl it corkscrew wise.
He's like Tails with his freaking.
Yeah. Well, kind of like what's like backwards. He kind of like drills forward and
Wow.
It's just
like a
like in a
little mole
constant corkscrew pattern.
He's tumbling. He's just a tumbler.
That's why he's so crazy because he's having to spin around all the damn time and he's always dizzy. He
I want
likes
to point out.
Yeah.
I want to point out when we rolled for items, I got nothing that would have been helpful for an underwater setting.
Oh,
Nice. See, I forgot that the Cloak of the Manta Ray was even on this damn chart. So Chelsea and Sophie were like, Cloak of the Manta Ray, Cloak of the Manta Ray.
Damn
it.
yeah, going for it.
I didn't know. I didn't roll. I'm just here.
That's all right. You got musty air to get you through.
Right.
and
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
What's with the mayonnaise glass?
Why
So-
not?
Just mayonnaise.
It's anti-Kraken mayonnaise.
Yes, it's anti-Kraken mayonnaise.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Or we could trade it when we get down to the bubble. Maybe they don't have mayonnaise.
That's
Man.
true.
Hey man, supply
Their
and demand.
sandwiches are super bland.
Supply and mayonnaise.
They got
Hey.
underwater bologna. Bologna.
So as you guys
All right, yeah, let's go.
get ready to set forth, I'm going to need a constitution check from our two barbarians since you are not breathing in the best of air.
All right. I'm just got like maybe does he have an extra tube so I can just have like both on my nostrils, like on the ends, and just kind of like.
There's just this one. You can't hog all the tubes there.
Son of a.
That's just
One
weird.
tube at a
Get that,
time.
I'm gonna get that weird bubble like air. Gosh darn it! Air pocket thing. All right, con save.
6.
Okay, so you don't feel very sick to your stomach that much. Had you failed, you would have gotten a level of exhaustion, which
So I would have had 2 levels of exhaustion then.
It's just making my nose itch. All that dust in there is just like I just want to sneeze every once in a while.
God, okay. I just got the viewer decision result in, and
Oh,
it's like really, guys.
It's a
so you
bunch
guys-
of mayonnaise spewing merfolk.
nah, it's probably mimics. It's always
Okay.
mimics
Goddamn mimics.
So
or more
as-
Krakens.
More Krakens.
Or
as you,
underwater Tarask.
it takes a while of travel. The Ankeg sets off like so. It's kind of going down through the water, through the waves, mostly staying on top of the surface, kind of just up on top. And after a while, it begins to submerge. That's when our two barbarians get you a good whiff of air bug. And the other two, you throw on your cloaks. And you're actually traveling at a speed where, with your new swim speed, Malone and Isla can catch up with the Ankeg without having to ride it, should they want to swirl off to the side with Captain Brinebeard. And it's one of these nice little like you go down to the water, the sunbeams are beaming through. There's still a bit of a reef way beneath you, and you're catching all these beautiful sights. You're seeing, a school of fish parts to let you through. You see even like a couple of shark silhouettes in the distance just looming as you pass by. And as you start to crest some of these hills of coral, you come across a sight as you see our viewer decision come in. And you see this.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I just shared a picture in the Roll20 chat. You crest one of the hills of coral and come face to face with this gigantic claw from a monstrous beast that is laying in the middle of the coral. Yet this claw it's got like some mildew fungus starting to form on it.
It looks like
little,
poop.
little crabs are crawling across it and picking at it, nibbling at it. And as you watch this claw and the arm it's attached to, and you look up and look into the distance, you see on this picture in front of you what seems to be a dead kraken sprawled across the bottom of the ocean floor. It's a massive creature, the size of like a small town. Like I said, one of its claws alone is big enough to maybe just easily fit the whole long keg in and snap it in half. But you see severed tentacles, you see like gouged out eyes, you see several just places where this thing has been brutally just mauled to death. And its gaping open cavernous mouth just sits there limp along the ocean floor, as any life that would have been within this kraken has now left.
Damn, Darren, what'd you do?
I did nothing.
It was the mayonnaise.
It looks like your work.
I mean, I spread some of the mayonnaise on the kraken.
Are we close enough to touch it?
Yeah, you're up to the claw. We'll see you like up there at the claw. And if you want to swim closer.
Just gonna get my great axe and like poke it with a stick. You know, just gonna.
Yeah, you definitely feel like it's like a solid, like this claw weighs a few tons. And it's one of many claws that are attached to random appendages coming out of it. But
is there any way we can chop some meat off of Dirtface here?
oh yeah, if it actually even kind of Malone can feel Dirtface getting a little, and you guys can kind of like how a dog pants. You can feel some of that musty air being blown down your windpipes, like as you just kind of do everything you can to let it not gag on this influx of air being blown into you.
Now, it seems to me that Dirtface has worked real hard under here, and Manole's like blah, 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 under the water, and he says, Mr. Dirtface, I found you a dead kraken. Now, there ain't no better meat under the sea than a dead kraken. So you get to eating me there, mister. You just have at it.
Yeah, Dirtface takes off. My barbarians give me a athletics check to try and hang on to him.
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh.
Or are we underwater? Or
Yeah, you're under the water.
Yeah,
You're under
that's
the water.
what I thought. Like, okay.
Under the sea.
Damn it.
Who sells seashells by the seashore?
At the Seashore Social.
Sorry, my computer is potatoing.
It's okay.
I like potatoes.
Potatoes are good. So you rolled a 16. Okay, well done. Tex.
What do you want?
No, that was my
athletics
old
check.
roll.
Oh, it's your old roll. Never mind. It's not good.
Oh,
You want athletics?
A athletics check.
And well, it's strength based, but
The 15
One,
from
two,
Xavier.
three. Plus 7.
Okay, on those rolls, yeah, you managed to hold on to the little dangly bit before it rips out of your mouth, and so as you see as his wings flutter beneath the water, and it like takes off forward like a little underwater submarine, and you guys just kind of get dragged along with him unless you want to let go, but it lands right like on like the upper mouth part of the kraken where the lips would be. And as you two, slam into it, Dirtface, he just goes chowing down, which, one of the teeth on this creature is the size of a small tree, but you can definitely see where, the flesh is all dead. There are other creatures not gnawing at it. Fish are, swarming around, biting off pieces of it. And up around like the big giant eye socket, there are even some sharks, gnawing away at stuff. It's like someone just dumped a smorgasbord onto the bottom, onto the bottom of the ocean. And I guess Malone and Isla, y'all are kind of free to investigate however you want. The other two, you're kind of stuck at the mouth unless you want to go on a dangerous adventure away from the bug.
Yeah, Malone's gonna get close to the bug
Just like he kind of like swims over near the head area, just to stay close. Yeah, the mouth hole, just trying to stay kind of close.
Okay.
How do the breathing mechanics work?
What's that?
Malone and his barnacles.
Yeah, no, I think
Barnacle, do you see my ship? Do you see the maiden?
No, he's talking about this barnacle, and he lifts his shirt, and there's like barnacles stuck on Malone. No, he's talking about my barnacles.
My good man, you should really get that checked out.
Oh no, I earned these barnacles, goddammit. He's like, no, I earned them.
Are you sure I can get rid of them for you and I pull out like a hand axe?
And he's like, no, the ladies, they love them. They just like to touch my barnacles.
What ladies?
The mer ladies. They just think barnacles are the sexiest.
They think my barnacle's sexy. It really turns them on.
I actually know that song, and I'm not proud of knowing it.
God.
Keep going.
Yeah. So these are my sexy barnacles. So just so you all know, they're there.
Man, we don't even need Ghost Will here. We already get like.
We don't even need to take it there.
It's already gone. We lost it.
Oh my god.
It's always lost.
Too sexy for my barnacles. Too sexy for my barnacles.
It's gonna go on for the whole day next hour. So
sorry.
Next up, Isla, what's she up to?
She's gonna stay in the bug as well. I mean, she's just still lamenting over being a wrinkled prune. I mean, I think now it's
the water's not making it any less wrinkled. You're getting, pruned even more.
Yay!
But like swimming is a little easier though for you now because it's almost like you have like webbing. They're just really wrinkled fingers.
Man, you poor raisin, you. The raisinette.
By the end of this, you're going to be so many wild magic surges deep. You're going to be like a Tetris piece.
Yeah, just chuck them at me.
A year in a cleric's temple. Like you're not. Just
you better have a lot of diamond dust. That's what always happens. These damn viewer games. Like one person gets singled out for the wild magic surges, and just. Congrats.
That's a good point. Maybe I'll look around this Kraken for some treasure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Give me an investigation check as you guys go searching the Kraken.
Oh, we're all doing investigation checks.
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Okay. Yeah, I want some jewels. I want some monies. Dang it, I'm not gonna get much money.
Wow.
What is going on today?
1d20.
I have no modifier.
2. I mean, at least you don't have a negative modifier now.
Yeah, he's got like bad case of the dumbs.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe it's because I've been up in the mountains and that was like my way to deal with my slavery was little rocks. So like my little rock pendant. So I'm like looking around for more shiny rocks.
Okay. You start looking for the shiny rocks, and something does catch a glint in your eye, kind of beneath one of the tentacles. But you can't obviously lift the tentacles, but like the water does kind of have it kind of drifting up in the air a bit. So it is possible to swim beneath this tentacle and check what this little glint might be.
All right, dibs.
Right. The Ankeg seems very fixated on chowing down where he's at.
I see some. See ya.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start swimming over and start swimming along out there. And as you get close enough, you see that what you thought was just a glint, it's not something small. This is something actually rather large. To you, it looks like a metal long pole that is stabbed into part of this Kraken. What you can see there it's about 6 feet of this metal jutting out of it. And from what you can tell just by looking at it from outside, that's all you can really decipher.
Gonna like grab it and wiggle it.
Okay.
See if it moves.
Give me a Constitution check.
Oh shit.
That realization, though.
Reasons you don't touch things.
It's all right. That's the second biggest stat I have.
Hey, you feel 11 lightning damage. Just straight
In
into
the water?
you.
That's a terrible place to have lightning.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Well, guess what's in the water? You and the lightning stick. Just you go to tap it and just you know, it's like a little Joker hand palm trick. So you see him like straighten up like a damn board as he goes to grab something and go. With that being said,
Another milk.
if you don't get some air pretty soon, going to start suffocating after this sudden shock.
Malone goes, Jesus, the party's down there. He starts like
It's like I go on like a strobe light.
swimming towards him and takes a look at him, and I'm guessing Malone can relatively assume that he's been shocked and is going to need air, correct?
Yeah, he's definitely been shocked.
My hand's probably like still on it too, just like
and Malone goes, now this'll teach you not to touch random shit. And he cast water breathing on him to help
This is
him
really
breathe.
quite shocking.
Hey, and I think can water breathing target more than one individual?
yeah, I think it can.
I think it can. Let's find
From a
out. I have
druid?
it.
I think so.
Water breathing.
Because I got
she's
it as
coastal druid.
part. Yeah, I got it as part. It's a circle spell for me, so it's not actually. Let's see. 10. Yeah, up to 10
yep.
willing creatures you see within
Damn.
range.
So,
So
who do you want to grab?
everybody that can't breathe air or that can't breathe water. So might as well just do all
Can't
four of us.
I mean, at this point, I can't do either. So
Yeah. So I just said, I hit all of us. I'm just like, Jesus, you guys need so much hand holding, and
Yeah,
puts
severe.
air in all of our lungs.
Severe. Yeah, you definitely you feel like as you kind of let go, and you see let's see what kind of breath weapon does the silver dragon have? It's not lightning, is it?
it's cold.
Cold. Okay, yeah. So there's no resistance on that. Yeah, you
Blue
check.
is lightning, I think.
Yeah, blue is lightning. You check your hand. You definitely see a little mark from where you touch the long metal pole, and then you see a little kind of shock spark come from it as the energy within it starts to simmer down.
Simmer down. I just it looked fancy. I just odds are that thing took down this beast, and I wanted it.
Well, you can't always get what you want now, can you? Molly goes, that'll teach you to touch shiny things. I learned that one time from a woman. And he said, so can we assume that all of the energy's out of it? Like he's like dispelled it?
You can give me an
Arcana.
Arcana check, or you can touch it.
No.
I'm gonna go to reach and touch it again. Like try.
Malone knows nothing.
Yeah, the magic is completely gone from it. You know for sure
Oh, you
that
crazy.
once they discharge, they discharged.
I'll do it as well, even though I'm not trained in Arcana. But my character being from a magic family, he's going to do his best.
That is true.
Oh,
12.
better.
Okay. You feel like maybe it's not a good idea to touch it again
And
without some kind of preparation.
perhaps you shouldn't touch that. Probably not a good idea.
I gathered that. Just a second ago.
I mean, you can do it if you want to. I just wouldn't recommend it, that's all. Who am I to tell other people's what to do?
Fine. And I'd like to start cutting away where it's at.
Oh, nice.
On the
All right.
tentacle.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So you start to cut away at it, and you're making a, kind of a, say a survival check to see how well it is, since it involves, dealing with wild animals, creatures, and see how well you cut this.
All right. Well,
This
I
makes a
did.
patchy job of it all.
I wish I'd picked that one now instead of performance, but oh well.
I mean, if you okay, on an 11, yeah, you kind of like get a little close to the metal pole as you're trying to figure out where it is, and you feel that bit of static get close and pull away. But you do after a while. Actually, it takes a good hour. So if anyone wants to be doing anything else while he's doing that, you're free to have that be going on.
All the way through it? Holy hell.
Yeah, well, you're having to take your time, and yeah, the skin is kind of tough. It's gotten a little fleshy, but
As I'm cutting, is that beetle like sucking up all the meat or anything? Like just flying around?
the beetle is since it realizes it no longer needs to give you air, it starts like skittering across the Kraken looking for all the juicy parts and getting good and fat and bloated. So Isla, what is she going to be up to while Severe is hacking away at this device?
Gosh, can I see if there's any treasure around? If I can find this mysterious ship, maybe it's sunk. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you start looking around for a ship. You already did kind of roll that investigation check, so we'll still space it off of that. You start checking around. It seems that there is no ship around this area there, and it takes a bit of a while to go check it out. So probably this whole hour, you see no signs of a ship. But while you are looking around, since you kind of know what to look for, you see another one of these long metal poles jutting out of the Kraken underneath another chunk of its dead skin.
Ew. It's gross. I'm not going to touch it.
Smart move. Very smart move.
Right. Yep.
Can I do an Arcana check on this one?
Go for it.
Let's see, like...
Or just yell me over.
Oh, wait.
Hey!
Oh, Nat!
Nice.
So,
Hey.
you give it a good look-see. Since, and you're pretty good at magic now, since enough of that magic has been seeping through you.
Saturated in your wrinkles.
And
So many wrinkles.
you can definitely see that it is, it does have an electrical charge to it still. However, you feel maybe about, if it were to discharge twice, it would be out. And
That
be
go for
inert.
the other one as well, I guess.
Yeah, you're not sure about the other one, but you know this one definitely.
Oh, God.
You're like, I've seen a couple of metal poles full of lightning before. This one's just got 2 shocks left. 2
Okay.
shock, you sure?
Thinking if I can
I went there.
grab like a fish and stick it on the other side.
Oh wow! Give me a sleight of hand, as you have to be very careful on finagling this fish.
Oh, I'm pretty good at sleight
What kind of
hand.
fish do you snatch up?
One of those big flatfish. I don't know what they're called.
Like
Oh
a
yeah,
flounder?
yeah.
Like a
Flat
parrotfish?
ones.
This big.
Yeah, parrotfish.
Yeah, those ones. Yeah.
Sleight of hand me.
Okay. Where am I?
Better not be a lionfish or you're screwed.
Oh snap! Double
Damn.
hit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, get him out now. Get him out now, right?
Yeah.
No, quick.
You reach for the big flat fish, but
Oh no.
why stop at a big flat fish? Why use that when you can use a fish that is more geared towards this kind of stuff? So you manage to snatch up an eel,
Oh, okay.
Nice.
and
It's a good plan.
like filling a sausage skin, you like open up its mouth, put its mouth over the pole, it charges it, and then you see the eel let go and swim off.
Does
Well, at
that
least
eel
that's
now
okay.
have lightning damage, and can I use it as a weapon?
The eel does do damage if it touches something.
Stay away from
So-
the eel, fellas. Oh,
But,
God.
Ain't almost fire, man.
yeah, you feel like you've transferred enough electricity to the eel where this metal pole is no longer dangerous to the touch.
Okay. Can I grab it and I don't know what?
Yeah.
Is it kind of a pulling
Yeah,
pole?
give me an athletics check, see if you can get it out,
Oh God,
because I know you're super strong.
I'm really not.
Okay, you managed to give it it has a little bit of give, but you feel like it's going to take a while to get it fully removed.
Okay.
While that's going on, Theron, what are you up to while everyone's working the pole?
I mean,
Doing some-
yeah.
He's gonna drop some more coin, man.
Sorry.
Gonna drop some more coin.
Boom. We need more tunnels.
There's not really much for an idiot to do around here except for. I mean,
Hey, I'm not that dumb. I just wanted the pole.
I mean, I was referring to myself, but you know,
If the
I'll
shoe
probably-
fits.
That's
yeah, exactly. I'll probably try and look around. Apparently, there's meant to be gold around here or something, and try and, you know, see if I can just examine the big meaty thing.
Okay.
The
So you
claw.
check out the big meaty thing. You start
Yeah.
like checking under like the folds, you know, because that's where Krakens keep their gold. Is in the fold. Some of that good old fold gold.
I don't know this. I'm dumb as a rock.
Okay.
Got their
You
purse.
check under a rock. You start to pilfer around, and I'll throw me another investigation check. See if you do find something, since you do have another hour of search.
Okay, just checking that it is in fact a -2. Yes, it is. Hey.
Okay. Yeah, you start to check around, and as you do so, you catch another sort of glint, but this is not one of those long metal poles. This, as you approach, seems to be a great big rusted chain, like this big chain of like an anchored ship that seems to be draped over part of this Kraken, kind of following along it, and where the chain is on its skin, you can definitely see some scars, kind of like how in like a scary movie, like someone who's been hanged still has like the rug, the
Yeah,
burn
the,
around his neck.
Yeah.
So that's what you find.
Does it look like the chain is leading off in a direction, or is it just like wrapped around like a tentacle or something?
It is not leading off in a direction. It is wrapped around it. Think Princess Leia killing Jabba the Hutt. But the chain itself does not lead off into upward, downward. From what you can just easily tell from your time spent being just a ass-kicking barbarian, this chain was used to perhaps tether it or lasso it.
Okay.
And
I'm good at killing things, not at looking for things.
yeah. Well, you can tell how things. You're good at knowing how things are killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been
Alright,
around a time or two.
Yeah.
Malone would like to maybe speak with the fish around, because I still got speak with animal cast on me. So is there like
Okay.
a school of fish or a fish that maybe I could speak with?
Yeah, you
Please
see,
say
you
it's
see,
a
you see
whale.
this. You see this. You see this eel that is
God.
Why all the
off in the
electricity?
distance.
Jesus.
It looks like he's seen some shit.
Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Lightning Rod. Mr. Eel, I have a question for you. Would you be so kind as to take a minute out of your electrified day and answer it for me?
Here. Yeah, man. I mean, like,
It's like,
I feel like my mind has been open, and the whole world
Hi,
around
Eel.
me is so colorful. And he's just staring at a piece of coral.
All
What's
right
up?
there. Yeah. So, we had heard
Are you
through.
cool? Are you cool?
Uh,
Because I've been doing some of that shark.
Oh,
Oh.
well, Mr. Eel, I get cooler the older I get, and look how old I am.
Oh, whoa. Well, that's not.
What?
That's
Did
not.
that not
man.
blow your little lightning mind, or what?
Like everything is just and he kind of starts to short circuit a bit.
Oh, wait, come back, Mr.
You
Eel.
one of
Okay,
those old school cool guys. I got you,
Oh.
bruh.
Sure. Yeah, call me Vintage.
Oh,
And
vintage. Nice to meet you, Mr. Tidge.
yeah, so we heard through the, through the grapevine that basically there's
What's grapevine.
well, in underwater terms, it'd be like the coral. We heard through the coral reef
Oh man.
that there's a
Reef.
ship.
You got some reef? I like some reef.
Well, I ain't got none on me now.
We have a reefer eel.
Yeah. Man.
But we heard through this here coral reef that there might be a ship named the Mainland's Barnacle that might have disappeared or crash landed. Have you happened to see it?
Oh, man, well, I definitely don't hang out with no maidens, if you know what I mean. And I just ain't too cool to get my barnacles going yet. But I think I might have heard.
Well, how about a ship?
Ship? Well, ain't no ships come through lately. Big boy came through earlier. He didn't have no ship. Which is weird. You don't see a lot of foot. Speak. Where's your ship? I don't see no ship on you.
We have a swimming tube-filled bug.
Whoa.
We don't need no damn ship.
You guys, you huffing? You huffing bugs? Bro.
We huffed the hell out of that bug. That one right there, actually.
Where? I got, oh man, the one over there who's getting his nibbles on?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the munchies, them bug munchies.
Oh man, he got the bunchies, man. I'm going to, hey man. You kind of like see him swimming up.
Wait, you didn't answer my question.
Whoa, what was the question again? Sorry, I was.
God, I got short-term memory loss, and I can at least remember. Get with the program here, Mr. Hill.
Oh no, don't put me in the program. I ain't going back to rehab.
It's all right. No program.
I said
no chips involved.
No.
All I need from you is, have you seen a ship, a boat named the Maiden's Barnacle?
I ain't seen no ship named no Maiden's Barnacle. Can't say I have. Can't say I do. Why?
Well, cause we looking for it.
Oh well. Oh, dang, yo, you right.
You know what, Mr. Eel? You just go back to being a burnout. I'll have to ask me
I'm gonna
another
go
fish.
suck on this huffing bug real quick. And you see him drift off.
Oh my god.
And Dirtface doesn't like this shocky eel giving him a bite. So you see him just kind of turn around and like, whoa! Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. Not cool.
Not cool. So I swim over to the bug and just kind of ask him, "Hey, Mr. Bug, have you had your fillings worth of Kraken? Cause you know that there ain't no ship around here. We got priorities."
Eel, your friend?
You can say that.
Tell him Kraken is whack. But done. That's my nat 1 performance check of the day.
Mr. Eel, this Kraken be whack is what this bug needs to tell you. I'm sure that he could tell you himself if he didn't have so much fucking Kraken meat in his mouth.
He says, full of seafood. Need rest. And you see that he's now this like big, bloated, engorged grub of a bug. He just kind of rolls down the side.
Onto his back, like.
Yeah. And just takes the biggest just dirt nap.
Turn into a pill bug all of a sudden.
Well, that didn't work out as planned. I turn around to the group and I just kind of point to the hibernating bug.
At about this time, everything conveniently starts to happen. Isla, you managed to tug out like the giant metal.
I finally cut through.
Yeah, and then you cut through yours, and you're kind of able to hold it by like the chunk of gelatinous meat.
There's
so
like
that you're not touching the pole itself.
Yeah, I'm like, there's still a chunk at the end that I'm like holding it with.
Yes. So that's happened.
I have a tentacle glove.
Nice.
Ew.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I didn't know this was hentai.
Oh, welcome. What kind of role play do you think is in this game? No. Man. So you managed to dislodge the spear first, since you fully dislodged your spear there, Isla. You can see actually, well, I give that it is a rather large spear, kind of like a javelin.
Nice.
And the tip of it is, not just a regular point, but it's got like these nice little lightning jagged marks.
Ooh.
But on to you in your hands, like you can kind of carry it in the water because water gives that extra weight, so you can haul around. but this would be massive, even in the hands of your barbarian friends.
Oh. What should I
Look
do
across
then?
the water, like, oh, you got one too.
Yeah, and it's about we'll say 8 feet long.
Okay. That's like twice my size.
So it's more like
Just wanna get
I'm
like-
guessing.
And another viewer decision for the subs. All right, make it quick.
I'll
What?
let another viewer decide.
What attacks them that is not a Kraken?
Son of a
Because
bitch.
you can't release the Kraken every viewer decision like I thought would happen.
Release the Kraken.
No, we ate this Kraken.
Yeah.
So, Ram, is it more like a pike than an actual spear? Or...
No, more like kind of like a javelin to a degree. Like
Okay.
it's more pointed on the end.
Okay, cool.
What am I supposed to do with it? I can't do anything with it. I'm just like.
Hand it to the
You want
angry
it?
high elf. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, I'll hand it over quite
In your
willingly,
hand.
like trying to swim and keep it up and.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a giant chain that I'm trying to drag with me, so
in your hand, it is very much so a like a big great spear.
like a long
and-
spear, but
yeah.
times two.
Yeah, like one of those big giant Spartan phalanx spears.
Yeah.
And
oh my god, the viewer decisions.
Release the Kraken.
Those are called long
No, a
spears.
school of Krakens does not
Yeah.
qualify. It's still Kraken.
hey, it happens.
Oh
Happens,
my
guys.
God.
Kraken happens. And Tex, when you pull out yours, you can definitely tell yours is very much the same, but it's definitely got an electric charge still in it.
Okay, yeah, I like get my hand a little bit close and like, and you kind of like keep it away, just like, you know, fool me once. So it's probably
No.
even like singeing the calamari that I have my hand through right now.
Yeah, it's getting a little singed. Your sushi's becoming a bit more stir fry, and as it starts to put in your hands, you do kind of put together and say, all right, well, you found a big giant chain, 2 very large spears, and you can definitely put together. There might be other things, but this is definitely what has slain this giant Kraken. And if something is able to kill a Kraken, it's no pushover. Now, and at the same time, you do
Scared.
see Brian Beard is getting a little nervous. You know, like, evil.
You
I'm
look
gonna
at
swim over.
yeah.
I'm gonna swim over to Brian Beard. I'm gonna smear some mayonnaise over his face and around his body.
Anti-Kraken.
Yeah, he gives the good glob. And, well, yes, what? Huh? Why are you mayonnaise in my face?
You seem a little angsty. You got something on your mind?
Cole, this is. I dare say that. This is Ringral, and he like goes and like pokes at the tentacle. Ringral, another one of the big Krakens. I don't know what's fluid, but this is bad indeed. If someone's going around killing Krakens, whacking Krakens, then
Crack-a-lackin'.
huh?
Crack-a-lackin'.
Crack-a-lackin'. We're gonna be lacking Kraken soon. No, which is fine, but we need one of them because the whole civilization's built around that Kraken. We have to get
mean-
to Borygarg and warn them.
Any enemy of mine is a, friend of my enemy. Just kill things. Yeah.
Kinda like
So
that.
you're saying the Kraken is needed?
Yeah,
You
like
did
he
it?
said,
Borygarg's hibernation supports the civilization above it. It's the whole reason they can live underwater.
the air bubbles thing.
Bubbles,
Right.
bubbles, damn you,
Right.
bubbles.
Bubbles.
There's no
Well-
there's no way to say
Bubbles.
bubbles in an angry way. You just can't.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. It's,
So, but you don't know nothing about who could be killing these Krakens.
hell if I know. Take them fancy doohickeys with us. We'll make some intelligence rolls when we get back. I don't know.
What are these intelligence rolls you speak of, my crazy friend?
I hadn't had a positive modifier on my intelligence checks for 40 damn years, buddy.
Preaching to the choir.
No.
It is almost as if you're breaking down a fourth wall.
Walls down here, it's just water.
I'm just like looking around like, whoa. What did I get myself into?
So we're gonna take this stuff, or are we gonna go kill the thing killing Krakens? What is the thing?
What? Shit, at this point, I don't even know why we're out here anymore.
Whatever shit.
Oh, right, sorry. I got a little gray matter up there.
Are you doing
I would imagine that I would have seen the chain, like as we're walking around and stuff, seen or heard about this chain that was holding down the Kraken or whatever, or that had it captive. So I'll turn to Billy Beard and go, "You, Krakens in slavery, not okay. Where's the closest town? We need answers now."
Closest place to go is to Borygarg, which is conveniently where we're headed to right now. We have to go. We have to go because there is evil shop. And you see Brinebeard's severed hand floating in the water as a shark has come up behind him and hachunk in one great big bite.
He's gonna put a peg on that one too.
It's okay.
It's just his hand is left. Roll initiative. Because your decision is sharks with an exclamation point.
Oh god.
Okay.
Shark Week
initiative
brought to
it
you
is.
by.
Yeah.
Shark Week. Oh damn.
Sharks.
Nice. Solid.
Go team,
We're
go!
rolling initiative? Okay. Oh, god.
Diddle-diddle-din.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Those wrinkles,
Every
man.
time.
Those wrinkles.
They make me like super smart, but just not.
She's just falling over herself one by one. Just
The severe
We're
one.
going nat 20s to nat 1s.
Peg on that one too.
Okay.
Those
barbarians
clever.
first.
Then the 14 we have
Darren.
Karen. Yep.
Yep.
I misspelled severe, and so it threw me off.
That was all good.
12
So yeah.
we have our Malone. On a 10 we got me the shark. And
And pass that on the ground.
yeah. I'm gonna put your weight on here at the bottom of this little piece of paper.
She's making sandcastles behind us. In the water, which is really hard to do.
I mean, it's no less an impressive feat, to be quite honest.
I mean, there are rivers underneath the
So
water.
starting us off, Zavir, there is a rather large shark in front of you that is gnawing on some old merfolk captain. What's he gonna do?
He's just gnawing down on him. Is it just one in front of me?
Yeah, just one. He's just a big one though. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. All right, let's swing away.
All right, roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Roll to scavenge. Roll to. Where'd my
roll.
Now here's the thing, because we got some underwater combat rules. Since you do not have a swim speed, wait, you have water breathing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
When making a melee attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed has disadvantage on the attack roll unless weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Oh well,
So-
I do have javelins, but too late for that attack.
Oh, okay. Well, even so, yeah, your great axe, it you just got, that water sort of cringes at you. Next up.
Oh, wait, I have
unless
one
you
more
another
attack.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you do.
Go
Go for it.
No, that's not what I wanted. That was the damage, but it didn't hit. So
A 11, since it will be at a disadvantage. Will miss as well. You find sweeping this, axe under the water is not the best of maneuvers. And after you comes Tavern.
All right, I would like to rage,
Tavern. Rage.
I forgot to do that. Damn it.
and I would like to reckless great weapon master both of these attacks.
Nice. So it'll cancel out the disadvantage, correct?
So it's a straight roll?
Yes.
Okay.
However, every attack against him after this will have advantage until his next turn.
Okay. A
So that will miss.
10 will miss.
Okay. And for my second attack, I'll do the same.
All right.
God damn it.
Ooh, 7. Yeah, it's like these great axes are great when
You're not-
chopping up some dwarves.
You're
But
not
these
underwater.
these sharks, they ain't scared. Ain't nobody got time for that. Malone, there's shark.
How big is this shark?
It would take up a huge base. It's a good 15, 20 foot long shark.
Jesus. Okay. Well, Malone looks at whichever one of our barbarians is closest and says, "Grab the other side," and pulls his net out.
Oh,
Yes, you see what I did there? And
Absolutely.
gives the other side to one of the two of them, whichever one would like to grab it.
who wants
We're
the
gonna
net?
swim and capture him.
After you, Zavir, if you want to do it, you've probably got the biggest strength.
I mean, yeah, but I just attacked, so I don't think I have an action.
It's okay. You may have to wait till your turn to grab it. I don't know how we're
Yeah.
going to handle that.
So
All right.
Malone readies the net.
Okay. There are 2 barbarians in front of him. I will roll a d2 to see who he bites at. One is Tex, 2 is William. William. He gets
Ooh.
advantage, correct?
He does.
So you see this big giant chompiness. Roll a 24 to hit,
Whoa.
That'll
And-
hit.
and you take a chunk of 26 piercing damage.
Halved because I'm raging.
Half of that.
Sweet, so
So you-
13.
So you take just 13 as a big, and you can even see the you hear inside of its mouth, like, oh shit, because it bit off his hand, like it went over his whole body and just the hand off. So he's still kind of a little alive in there. Just you got a nub now where his hand is.
Oh.
He's a little mangled up.
Right,
Actually,
that hurt a bit.
yep. After me comes playing down the sand, Isla.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh god. See, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, all I really have is a crossbow. Does that work underwater?
A
Hmm.
I mean, it's not-
range weapon attacks, they automatically miss the target beyond the weapon range. But even against a target with normal range, the attacker will have disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, net, or a weapon that's thrown like a javelin. So you can roll.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. And hopefully this time I will finally not miss. Oh yeah.
That is a hit. Roll damage and put some sneak attack on it because there's an ally within 5 feet of him. There's an ally within him, but
Okay, so yeah, I get sneak damage.
Mhm.
I get 3d6 as well then.
boom.
3d6.
Ooh,
Well
nice.
done on the sneak attack. So 24. Yeah, you just
Nice.
smile, you son of a bitch, and stick him
that's what
dead in the
happens when
stomach.
you have 2 barbarians trying to slam him in the face.
Just get a little gnome.
Under that water.
Finally did it.
At the top of initiative, or do you have another attack, correct? Oh, a crossbow has to have to load.
Yeah, but I do get +1. I'm not sure if that's that was the other thing I rolled was +1 ammunition, but I don't think that counts it, does it?
Strength won't. You said amulet of strength is what you had.
No, I have a ring of mind shielding, so no, that's not me.
Okay, no, not quite.
I do get a bonus action though. I get cunning action.
Okay, cunning action lets you take. I know a hide. I think an extra movement.
Yeah, so I will just swim as fast as my little lone legs will carry me.
Okay, well you got a swim speed of 60, so
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
you can.
I'm just gonna go hide. I'll come
Gotcha.
out again
Malone.
later.
Your turn. You see a crossbow bolt stick it in the stomach. Oh, not Malone. I wrote your name in the wrong place. I'm looking at the wrong initiative list. Zavir.
Right. So having missed, with my damn axe, I'm just gonna drop it out of desperation or pissed offness, and I'm gonna put my hand in that tentacle again, and then grab off my back that spear.
All right. Oh, nice.
Stab it through the try to stab it through the gill.
Okay, so you're gonna hold it by the like the fleshy part.
Yep.
Gotcha. So you slam the spear into it. Roll to hit.
Oh, and I'd like to rage.
Go for it. Yeah.
I'm pissed off that my nothing's working. The first time didn't work, and now I'm pissed.
It's in that good old fish kebab.
All right. So just roll a d20.
Yeah, you have no disadvantage.
Okay.
I will count this as a big javelin.
And then I guess, do you want my strength or no?
Yes, strength.
So adding strength
It's a
to
melee
that,
weapon.
it's a +3 to that, or +3 modifier. So
Okay.
And if it's proficiency, then it's +6. So
Let's say
17.
you're not proficient because it's just a big
right, so
unwieldy
big-
weapon.
All right. So then just +3. So 14. And then so hit or no hit.
14 will be. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you'd rolled. Yes, you do hit. Roll.
Yeah.
Give me as a great spears. I want to say 1d8
Yeah.
plus 3d6 lightning damage.
All right. And
So 21 in total.
yeah.
Nice. So yeah, you
+2 for the rage.
23. Okay, so you beat Sophie by 1.
Yeah.
All right. No, way to just fail on that.
And, I'll poke one more time because I have
All right.
2 attacks.
Go for it.
Rolling 1d20 +3, 15,
That will hit
and then we're doing everything again.
all the dice.
Yes.
Yep. So 1d8 and then 3d6 +2.
So 15 plus 2, 17.
Yep.
Right.
Is it dead now?
No, nah. It's fried up a little bit, but you feel like with that last
Is that enough?
poke, that the spear has lost some of it, has lost its charge.
Yeah, the first time. Well, then wait, it wouldn't have a charge the second time, right? So it's
This spear's a little different than the other one. They have different
Okay.
charges.
all right. Well, that's a good thing I didn't touch it then.
There you go. Good thing. After you comes Theron.
All right. I'm not a quick learner. I'm
Are
going
you
to
holding
do
the
same
net? Are
thing
you holding
again.
part of the net?
Oh yeah, she's got the net. So
Oh yeah, the net.
grab the net because I stabbed it.
I'll grab the net.
Catch it.
Mhm.
So we've got the net.
Or just no one catches it and just.
So, all right, crazy little human thing. What are we doing with this net?
Well, don't you know it's a fish? We're gonna catch it. We
Right.
bind up the critter